I am a noob, and I am not very good at Valheim, and today I will be trying one of Valheim's hardest feats, speedrunning. Since I am a noob, I've allowed myself 3 tries, with each one doing progressively more research and practice between each one. Before we get started, I am currently trying to reach 10,000 subscribers, and if you guys could help me get there, that would mean a lot to me, and thank you guys so much for watching. There is literally so many different things to explain, but before I bore you guys with that stuff, at least let's start the run. Being a noob, I do have 1,400 hours, but I still learn stuff about this game from the comments, stuff that is very basic, stuff that I really should know, and stuff that people with literally 20 hours in the game know every single day. So that is why I claim to be a noob. That being said, I'm also very much a noob at speedrunning. I have never tried it, so I have a lot to learn, but I'm not completely clueless about it. I used to watch a lot of speedrunning, like probably most people who are into Valheim, especially if you were into Valheim back when it first kind of dropped, and a lot of the tricks kind of stayed in my head, and I've been using them for a lot of playthroughs, but in that amount of time, obviously a lot has changed about the game, and I'm excited to try it for my first time and see. Anything from like little tricks like trying to like wait for your wet bonus to run off before you start moving, all the way up to like using campfires and other tricks to get through the main bosses. Now today, the main goal is with my 3 tries to get as close to I can as a couple of things. The goal eventually is the first 5 bosses in 6 hours. The world record is currently like 3 hours or less, but there are top 10 scores that have been over a day. So 6 hours would put me in the top 10, at least according to speedrunning.com, which is pretty nice, but I don't expect to be there today. Let's start with the first of these 3 runs. The goal is, for the first run, to just get some info. Play Valheim as I would, but try and do it quickly, obviously, but still kind of with the same Valheim mentality, using just the tricks that I know. Obviously, I can kill the first 2 bosses with campfires, I have a way to get through bone mass, and I have a couple other tricks up my sleeve, but I've never done everything that you need for getting through a speedrun. So I'm going to try and do that. From there, I'll go to the second run. The second run, I'll do a bit more research. I'll take all the problems that I had, see if there's solutions for them, do a little bit more research on current speedrunning, what people are doing, what people are using, and all of those types of methods, and just do a little bit of research before I go into the second one. That being said, we'll head straight into the second one, this time with a different mentality changed from what I learned from the first one. Do the same thing, just try and get as far as I can in my time limit, which I'll explain in a second, or if we have another destroying factor, which I'll also explain in a second. And then the third one will be everything from the first 2 runs, everything that I learned, and then I will take all of the research that I can, take a decent amount of time off to research between the runs, practice some of it in a like creative setting where I can retry it over and over and over and where I'm not going to mess up myself. And then, like I said, just try and get all the little details down, like the amount of flint I need to pick up early game, the amount of hide I need to pick up early game, all the different things, everything that I need, all the little stuff that I need to figure out before that third run. The goal each time may not necessarily be to get a perfect run, do everything right. That's not really the goal. I wouldn't really be learning much if that was the case, but the goal is to do something better each time and learn something each time. On top of that, I have a 6-hour time limit for each run, as that's my eventual goal, and I'd like to work towards it each time. And while in other episodes, if you guys do like seeing me try and speedrun, I may focus on specific tasks, like killing Modder, killing Yagloth, some of the last ones that I don't get to practice as much. Right now, we're just doing from the beginning, get as far as I can in 6 hours. The only other thing that will end a run is if I get something that absolutely kills it. If I die and my bed breaks at 5 hours, that's it. We're done. Like, there's no way for me to get past that. There's no way for me to get back from that. There's no way for me to fix that. So if something like that happens, that's the only other thing that'll stop a run. The last thing that I want to talk about before I get in the moment, just because you guys will hear me reference it many times, is the goals for each boss. These are just times that I want them done in, and I think that set me up well for that 6-hour goal eventually. Again, I don't plan to have that done today, but maybe the first couple should be happening around those goals by the end of the episode. The idea, if I wanted to make 6 hours and I spaced them out by difficulty, would be to have Ike, the first boss, done within maybe 10 to 15 minutes, to have Elder done between like an hour to an hour and a half, to have the third boss, Bone Mass, done between that hour and a half and the 3-hour mark, maybe 2 hours to 3 hours mark. Maybe I give myself a little bit more time for Elder in the beginning, and then Modder between 3 and 4.5 hours, and then working on Yagloth between 4.5 and 6 hours. That would be the ultimate goal of a perfect run in my head, and I will reference that as I get to each boss, because again, if I can hit those numbers, even just the early ones for now, even the first couple bosses, that sets me up to get a lot better at this a lot quicker. I also realized early into this that I did not have my mic on until about halfway through the Black Forest, so I'm going to explain to you guys my strats. Again, just like any other video, if you have like some tips or some anything, feel free to throw them in the comments. You guys make me better at this game every single day, and I'm appreciative of it. So my goal right now, at least just like what I know based off Valheim, get food, like okay food, get the deer trophies, which is actually really difficult if you want to meet that 10-minute mark. Use a spear and campfires to kill the first boss. That's literally the goal. Now you need your spear, because you're gonna need it for the Black Forest. And I know a lot of the times, like the earlier times may seem like they're taking a while, especially if I take like 2 hours to kill Elder. But in my head, most of these weapons, most of this setup, most of this early stuff is what you carry with you for the entire playthrough. That being said, all I really had to do, I mean, I had my deer trophies, I had my spear, I had the stuff for a decent amount of campfires. All I really needed to do was repair my stuff, cook me up some food, get my rested buff, and summon Ike. With the boss down, it was time to start heading into the Black Forest. Now these first two are the ones that I'm extremely comfortable with. Also, it's very worth noting that this episode or this video took place partially before and partially after the new update. So stuff that happens in the beginning and stuff that happens in the end will be a little bit different, but right now I have for this run the old power-ups. Also, I'll explain how that impacted the video once we get to that point. But at this point, it's time to just head into the Black Forest, try and like suppress. This is the biggest part where I had to like try and suppress my Valheim instinct. Anything that you want to do, all the building you want to do, all the like preparation you want to do, all the time you want to take, it's just not worth it. You just can't do it. It's not how speedrunning works. And it was really hard, especially for this first run, to like suppress that feeling of like, oh, I'll just make armor, I'll just get bronze. No, you won't. You don't have time. The goal is just to move. So the things that I need to carry around with me, I want the stuff for 2 portals, as that's what I've seen people use in like the trophy running kind of stuff, which is not quite speedrunning, but it's around the same thing. And then I also want the stuff for a smelter and a kiln. If I can get the stuff for both, if I can only have the stuff for one, that's fine. And I'll keep it at a central point that I can portal back to rather than carrying it around, because that, in my mind right now, that is what is going to be the fastest and going to save me the most amount of space. From there, if we want to get bronze for an axe, if we want to try and get a fine wood bow, if we want to try and get a troll to help us, it's just kind of gonna depend on what we find. And this is kind of the first time where I really start to think about luck. I mean, this is the first time we have to look for a boss. An Elder has to spawn well, and you have to have, you have to have a good Black Forest, and you have to get lucky with the stones. And Elder's not even that difficult. The further ones get even more difficult, and there's even more luck involved. It just gets there's a lot of luck involved. And literally, what I learned throughout this run and this entire video was that speedrunning is less about knowing what you're supposed to do and knowing like exactly how to do it, but more how to deal with the cards that you're given, how to deal with the luck, and knowing how to be the best at navigating it, rather than being perfect at the game. Between the first and the second boss was a really odd state for me. I was trying to figure out how to navigate the world, and I would quickly figure out between this run and the next, and throughout this entire journey, that not making a decision is probably the worst thing you can do. Making the wrong decision but doing it quickly is probably one of the better things you can do, as long as it's one you can recover from. So you see, sitting there and wondering what to do, trying to figure out which decision to make, you are making no forward progress. And making some decision, even if it's not the best one, gives you some sort of forward progress. Meaning that even if you're not 100% confident in what you're doing, moving forward is better than sitting there thinking. So that's what I was just trying to do. Literally just move forward. As long as it wasn't getting me killed, sent back to altar, I was fine. Just keep going. For me, my first Valheim basic instinct is get a fine wood bow, and it honestly wasn't a bad idea. The idea was grab some core wood, and rather than knocking down trees and rolling them around, as that would take a lot of time, I would just run around until I found a troll, which I'd need for armor anyways, get it to break me some copper, get it to break me some tin, just to kind of speed up the process a little bit, and then if it's close to the meadows, get it to break me down some fine wood. That way I can use one troll to get everything that I could possibly need, get the fine wood bow built, get my troll hide, and then start to move into the Bronze Age, and whatever that means during speedrunning. The only other goal is find cores so that way I can start smelting stuff, and also try and find an elder location. And that is when I finally realized that my mic was muted and fixed it. Elder stone, let's go, baby. I'd like to get one more core, but that amount is fine actually. Oh my god. Alright, we need to get out of here. I can't see anything in there, dude. Okay. Mushroom. We just gotta go this way. Honestly, yeah, if I don't see anything too crazy over here, I want to look for a troll real fast, but I'm just gonna go straight for Elder. I'm at 30 minutes. Okay. Here it comes. I don't get a fucking choice. I was trying to set up a base first. Alright. We're just going back then. The plan is to try and get this guy to break some trees for me. I can get the core wood, fine wood, I'm not really trying to get myself. And also copper. We're just gonna get him to break everything that I don't want to get. And I don't even need him to break that much, but I've got plans, so. Oh my god, dude. Oh, I can't believe that shit. Oh, the rested buff is so bad. Oh, that's one of the only things that I can think that will be such a big change when it comes to them doing... Oh, man. When they come to doing that new Call to Arms update, is going to be that rested buff problem. That was so bad. I was on track for such good. Oh, I don't even know. Okay, well... We're at 40 minutes now. That definitely hurt my time. Or my progress in my amount of time. Okay. I mean, I can go get my stuff back. But I don't think I'm going to have the time to walk the troll over there again. Which really sucks. I mean, that was like... That was my best bet at doing that. So... I'm trying to think now, like, what else I could do. There are... I'm trying to think. I wish reset spawn... I don't know if reset spawn's allowed or not, so I'm not going to do it, but... I would have rather just spawned at altar. Of course, skeletons are here now. I have enough right now to make... charcoal, copper, and to get a forge down, and get a portal down. The portal's the really important part. The portal's like... I can't leave until I get that portal down. I guess I could. I could leave without the portal down. But I really didn't want to, and if I was going to, I should have just left already. So, I don't know which loss to take here, because I gotta kind of pick a loss to take. But, man, I don't know. Because I could try and get the fine wood, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Oh wait, the troll's still over here. Oh my god. I thought for sure the troll would have walked back. Well, sorry about my complaining. That just, like, took away 5 minutes of my run, maybe? Not nearly as bad as it could have been. Okay. Now he's trying to walk back. I cannot let happen. I'll risk my spear to not let it happen. There we go. Nope, get the fuck back here, bro. Brother. Oh my god. I can't with the stamina. I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh, I just screwed my run so hard trying to get fine wood. This is the learning process, though. I know it is. Okay, I don't even really care if he kills me again. I don't need to kill him this time. I just need to get him to break the damn trees. me killing him is no longer nearly as important because I'm only running back here one more time. It is not this one. Alright, come here. He is still hurt pretty bad, though. That's fine. Worry about that in a second. Alright, we're gonna try and kill him now. He kills me again. Oh well. And, you know, if I kill him, I'll take the troll hide back. But now it's down to this. Also, I don't know if I have the core wood. Should check. Do I? Yes, I do. I picked it up already. I remember I broke that one tree of it. Okay, this is going to be an interesting situation. So my weight is now my problem. So I definitely don't have enough. Okay, this is what we're going to do. I definitely don't have enough to do everything that I need to over here. But I would need flint to make something with the troll hide anyways. Let's place right. Okay, perfect. I would need flint to do that anyways. We'll grab the fine wood. Grab the troll hide. And we'll grab some more fine wood. That's enough for our bow. That's gonna clear up a bunch for me here. Fine wood bow. Can't even like... Oh god, what do I not need? Coins. Perfect. I don't even... Okay, now I need to try and get flint. If I can get a couple flint, I can upgrade it to tier 2. I can make the... I can make what I need to. I can make the troll hide, upgrade the bow. We're going to Elder. I will set up a portal at my other little base thing that I have over there, and I'll try and grab that copper and tin on the way back. But likely what'll happen more than anything is I'll set up the charcoal making while I'm gone. Means I do actually need extra wood, but I'll turn core wood or something into it. And then I need to run back as far as I can. I also need to make sure that I have enough. Dude, I'm gonna be honest. So I'm used to playing 2x, like heavily used to playing 2x, and I don't know if I got enough wood for 2 portals. I actually should probably, before I start throwing it all into a bow, make sure that I got enough for the 2 portals, because if I didn't, I need to just, yeah, I just need to not make the 2 portals and throw this on the ground. That's fine wood. That's regular wood. And I don't know if I did, dude. Uh-oh. Well, I got enough for 1 portal. That may be a problem, man. I don't know why I thought that was going to be enough. Crap. Should have had him break more for me. Because even... Yeah, I mean, 20 more is going to be... That's going to be so much. I think I'm going to have to... I think as much as it sucks, I think I'm going to have to go no portal and do beds. Alright, well... It's 20. We're going to try and get the flint real quick still, just to try and get my stuff back, but... Try and get the troll hide made. I'm pretty far behind right now, but... There's not really anything that I can do about that other than keep pushing. So... Grab a couple flint, make my workbench upgrade. Build the troll hide, upgrade the fine bow. I really wish I would have seen this earlier. And then I guess we just go for Elder with that. Put a bed down in case I die rather than a portal. And I'm gonna be honest, the portal's important because I need the bone mass. I want the bone mass buff late game, but it just doesn't... It's just not gonna matter that much. Like, I just don't have the time to, so it's not really anything that I can spend the time to try and... You know, sit here and worry about, sit here and have a problem with. I just gotta keep going. The only other problem that I'm gonna have is, of course, not having enough space to carry everything and not having a central point that I can teleport back to. That's the only point that really sucks right now. Alright, this is gonna be dumb as hell. I figured out what I'm gonna do. So, am I right about having... Yes, I'm gonna need a smelting area... I know you don't actually for, like, the full speedrunning strat. For the way that I want to try and do this the first time, my uninformed amount of, like, how I want to try this. Oh my god, there's a second troll! Do we spend the time to drag him all the way back? Dude, I don't know if I can do that. To fix my fuck up, or do I just kill him, build the armor, and dip? I think I'm just gonna kill him, build the armor, and dip. And try and be smarter here. The fine wood's definitely going to be a thing next run that I have to be smarter about. But I'm not that upset because I think I still saved myself a little bit in a couple of ways. Because, like, really for the way that I would play this, if I had the absolute, like, choice with, like, no barrier or, like, no, I don't know, like, no limits, I would have gotten 80 fine wood or 100 fine wood. But I would have needed my base in the meadows to even, like, store and use that. So, yeah, I'm not sure. Because I want the regular boat, not the raft. And then I also, you know, obviously you need fine wood for, the bow. You need fine wood for a couple of other things. So, it's just like, I don't know. I feel like I would have gotten like 80 or 100 if I really had, like, no time and if I wasn't getting crunched super hard. But I've just, something to note about. I mean, like I said, I play 1x, or I'm playing 1x. I'm used to playing 2x. And, like, everybody has the things that are going to, like, everybody has the parts of Valheim that they're going to have to relearn. That's their own personal thing that they don't really, you know, have experience with. Fuck me, dude. Like, I don't have experience playing 1x. I don't do it very often. I don't like it. So, that's the thing that's going to, like, I'm not going to be used to. Like, I don't know if I got enough copper or tin either when I was running back with the troll. So, I could just be completely grossly underestimating how much I'm getting from everything, which could actually be a really big problem. Not right now, but if I can't get it figured out by later game. And we are almost an hour in. I want to try and have this troll dead, get slept, and get on the road get on the water by the time it hits an hour. I am still fighting in my head. Do I put a portal back here? I know I shouldn't because I'm not gonna be able to do everything that I need to do with it, and I'm not gonna be able to guarantee that I get back here right. But it's still just hurting my soul a little bit because I know I probably should. But it's just gonna be something that I'm gonna have to kind of test and learn about. Maybe I don't really need it, but you know, also maybe I do. So, all right, I think we're good. Also, the copper and stuff that I got I got like the stuff for bronze. I'm not gonna deal with it. I know I probably need it. We got a tier 2 fine wood bow. Okay. Let's not do that. I'm gonna make some arrows for that, just in case we run into anything while we're, I mean, not even just like out on the water, but just in general. And then I think we're ready to go. As insane as that seems to me, I think we are ready to. And we'll get the stuff kind of ready for Elder as I'm doing this as well. Well, guess what, guys? I think I severely messed up. Now, the reason why is dumb, too. I didn't realize, I might be, okay, there's so many things I'm realizing. I might be able to run to Elder, which means I should have been over there a long time ago. I also might have been able to get the fine wood for the portal, because I didn't realize there's a meadows right there, and I honestly could have been more efficient either way, even with the fine wood that I did get, which sucks. So a little bit more situational awareness probably would have been nice for myself. On top of that, I might be able to, yeah, like I said, I might be able to run to Elder, and I also didn't realize that even if I don't run to Elder, that this boat is not going down over here, that's for sure, because there's a damn island in the way. So, okay, this is good. We got this at least. I see what I'm gonna need for, we got ancient seeds. We will drop 5 of this to give us the space to hold the ancient seed. And then, I mean, Great Orc Brute, I'll just run from, honestly. And then he'll help me break it. But, you know, there's definitely, like, I thought I was going to be not fairly good at this, but I thought I understood maybe more of how speedrunning worked than the average, like, Valheim person, just because I've tried it a little bit. I've had interest in it before. I've just never actually, like, attempted it for a video or anything like that. And I've never, like, actually sent in an attempt or anything like that. But I've really thought about it. I've really just messed around with it with my friends and just seen, like, normally I don't even make it past Elder, but just seeing, like, You know, how fast could we do it? Even back in the day, a long, long time ago, we tried to do a couple of like mini games that had to do with speedrunning that never went on the channel. They actually went on a different channel like a couple years ago. So I've always had interest in it, but there's definitely a lot of things that I need to, it's not even learn, it's just changing the way that I think about regular Valheim. It's not even like learning anything new specifically. So the other thing is, I definitely feel like I could have brought the fine wood with me rather than the rest of the wood for the boat. But that's, I mean, it just depends if I'm going to be able to run or not. Oh, okay. I might not be able to run. That makes me feel better about my decisions. Like, it's cool if I can, but, you know, if I can't, alright, fine. Let's see. What do we got up here? Are we running? Or are we boating? We boating. Oh, that could... Elder and Modder could be very close together. Like, that really could... That could change some shit right there. Okay, alright. Let's go, baby. That. Give me that. Have a nice day. Also, this swamp over here, even if there's nothing in it, is extremely valuable. I don't have to kill the bosses in order. Modder can be killed with a bonfire. Modder's going to be killed with a bonfire. In my head, at least, that's the plan. So, I need ancient bark for a bonfire. Therefore, I need that, even if it's not... even if that's not where I want to, like... Even if that's not where there's swamp crypts or there's anything useful in there, I still need it. I'll need it quite badly, actually. I don't want to carry that. But we are still going to mark out for swamp crypts. Oh my god. Yes. Boat. Boat. Oh, we need that. That's fine wood right there. That's portal right there. That's everything that I need right there. That's beautiful. It makes me a little sad because a portal back would have been extremely plausible now. But what are you gonna do? Live, we learn. And that one is not really one that you expect to find. Like, you don't plan on finding that necessarily. In my head, at least. Alright, Sleep Before Elder. We're at 1 hour and 20. Pretty far behind. But not unsavably far behind. Like, again, part of this was how realistic are my expectations. So, may not have been that realistic. This is staying here for now. Have all of this. Oh, and the people that complain about my inventory. Yeah, dude, look, this is vanilla inventory, so it's going to be even worse than normal. We actually have, I feel like I'm pretty well prepped for Elder as far as the speedrun goes. I have full troll hide, 80 flame arrows, 20 flint heads, level 2 finewood bow, and a bunch of campfires. I feel like that's actually not bad. I feel like I could have been in a much worse scenario for that. We pop this just so I can do everything that I need to do. Start booking it. Okay. Actually do not have the best durability on my hammer here. Alright. Oh well. Let's get these right. What the fuck? That is some bullshit. And the game knows it. Oh, just like that, I'm out of wood. That sucks. Dude, that was some shit. That was stupid. That was very dumb in my opinion. That it spawned to where it was getting burned and then it didn't. That sucked. Oh my god, that's a problem. But I mean, I still got decent damage. It just could have been way better damage for sure. That's why we have a bed down. Not great. I actually really don't like that I died to that. But that's why we got a bed down. Oh my god. Alright, down. Elder down. Let's go. We're at an hour. Okay, we beat it in under an hour 30. I think. I did accidentally pause. Not the video timer's right. My timer that's next to me, I did accidentally pause at one point in time. So that does, it kind of throws my perception of time off. But we're around an hour 30. Yeah, bed's down. Let's just go for swamp. Oh my god. That was nuts, dude. That was too much, man. I need more wood badly. And I need better food badly, actually. I may stop by the bed to get some... I may start some food cooking, and while it's cooking, I may get some extra wood. Mainly because I'm going to need charcoal, no matter what. I'm also going to need a bed down in the swamp, no matter what. Just to keep myself alive. Unless I get a bed, like, up. I mean, it might be up, I guess, on the Black Forest, but I want it fairly close. I can die as many times as I want, like, Swamp Crypts area, but it's just... I don't really want to die a whole bunch of times. So, you know, the less I can do that, the better. But also, that mountain, I still think is super promising. I'm a little, like... I don't know how I'm going to get up it without any frost resist, but I think it's a very promising mountain so far. Damn! Also, again, if I find something up there or something that allows me to deal with the mountain, I may just say fuck it and go up the mountain. I also may... Ooh, I don't know how good it would be of a use of time. I don't know, like, if this would be a good idea or not. I may go ahead and do a slash die, leave my body by my bed, and then run up the mountain with a corpse run and just see how long I can, like, last and see what I can find up there. Because if I can find, like, the Modder Stone or something and come just let myself die up there, that might be really good. But I feel like I should have a little bit more inclination and progress before I do that. And by inclination, I mean, like, inclination of that there is something up there. I shouldn't just waste the time to run it. In my opinion, at least. Because I could spend all day doing that, and there could be nothing on this mountain. Or I could just get eaten by a wolf right away. Alright, by the looks of it, no swamp crypt. Which sucks. Also, one other thing that really sucks. I don't seem to have enough stuff. Oh, damn, there's a blob. I don't seem to have enough stuff for me to make a flint axe. Well, I do. I don't have enough to do that. And make everything else that and to make, like, the level 2 workbench. Alright, guys. This may be a little dumb, because I'm gonna die, but I think I'm gonna have to leave this island. I don't know if breaking those boats are gonna give me enough for 2 portals. If they don't, if they give me close to enough, I'll go ahead and just build a portal here and make this my base and figure it out when I get over to the next place. But if it's not even close to enough, I'm just dipping. Which means... Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a couple of these. So... it's not what I want. Put this in here. This in here. Put one of these in here, and then we are going to also drop that. We're gonna have to die a few times here. I could have done this more efficiently, but it's alright. So the idea is gonna be to get up the mountain, check for stuff. If not, we're just leaving the island. If Modder's over here, that's my loss. Like, that's fine. It's not fine, but, like, there's nothing I can do about it. If it's not over here, I don't need to be over here anyways. I can leave. But if that does drop me enough fine wood, I'm totally down to go ahead and, like, like, go up there, try and do Modder first rather than doing bone mass. And then that leaves me to go do bone mass, and maybe bone mass and Yagaloth could be the same distance in the same area of Altar. That's actually happened to me quite a few times. And if not, bone mass is likely, in most cases, for me at least, I feel like it's normally pretty close to a plains because it's normally pretty far out there. So, fuck me. I gotta die one more time. Gotta learn to do this right. Okay, what I need is I need my rested buff, then I pick up my body, then I eat my food, then I go. That's gonna be the goal. The goal is thrown up the mountain. The corpse run for the 45 seconds should protect it'll give me about 30 seconds of running, and then on top of that, I'll have some food on me, so I'll be able to survive just a little bit longer, just to find a modder stone, find modder, find a cave, find something that's somewhat useful. If I find something that's somewhat useful, I will go up there with all of my stuff and risk it. If I don't find anything that's at all interesting, I'm just gonna ignore it and dip. So, yeah, it's a lot of things that I'm seeing wrong with my plan here. There's a lot of things that I wish I would have done differently, but it's alright. Getting close to 2 hours. Got our rested buff to try this the way that I wanted to. We can run up the mountain a little bit. See if we see anything. If we don't see anything, it's not going to be the end of the world. We'll be okay. But I think it would be nice if we found Modder up here, or if we found a sign of it, a cave, something cool, before we leave. And if, again, if we don't, then at least I don't think it's over here. So... Also, I cannot seem to see my stamina bar, which is really weird to me. Don't know what's happening with that. But why is my stamina bar not showing up? I have no clue. I'm just gonna keep running it, I guess. No sign of anything up on the mountain. Oh, we hop on the boat and we leave. Or we run. We could run too. We could run somewhere else, but honestly, I think further from altar is a good idea. As much as I hate how long it's going to take to boat like that, don't think I really get a choice. Okay, because I have high faith in this mountain, still, even after running up there, I obviously couldn't see that well. You know, I said no sign of otter, which there wasn't, but I obviously couldn't see that well. So, we're going to do this. Put this here. We will throw down the portal. Throw down a little bit of a building up here. This will just be our base. It's going to be a little expensive to build a base, or, you know, as far as what I've been planning to do, but it's not the worst thing ever. We're just going to leave it unnamed. We're only going to have one portal set, so it should not matter. Put our bed down, and then we're dipping. We're running. This gives us the opportunity to keep access to this mountain in case it is useful to us later in the game. Gives us an opportunity to have beds much closer because I don't have to constantly be putting down an entire shelter. I just got to put down a workbench. And I should have I will be able to build a forge back here at some point. It's not all perfect because getting a forge back here, or getting this metal back here, is obviously either going to take time or it's not going to happen. I should be bringing the forge with me, but I don't have the forge yet. I'm either going to, but, you know, I can, there's some good things that can happen. Also, I can't build the second portal. I just won't have the cores to smelt metal right now if I do that. And with Elder killed, my first portal up, and plans for what I needed next, I decided to head out to the next island while leaving a portal behind in hopes of finding a swamp, not getting screwed by a serpent, and getting the sign of the next couple bosses, because if I could find any of them, literally any would be helpful to my playthrough. That being said, by this point I have learned a lot. Not nearly enough to get where I want to be, but a lot more than I thought I was even going to learn this entire episode. How much of Valheim and how much of my knowledge is obsolete, how much of my thinking is completely obsolete, and how much my thought process really needs to change as far as how prepared I need to be for each section, how prepared or how I need to deal with mobs in general, and how I just need to go about traversing around the world in a safer manner that's okay for speedrunning, in a way that just, you know, it doesn't keep you safer, but it keeps your time safer. It's harder to do, like running through the plains with just a spear isn't easy, but I have a feeling something along those lines is what I'm gonna have to be doing if I really want to even get anywhere close to the times that I laid out for any of the bosses. That being said, Elder before 2 hours, not terrible, not great, but not the worst. Bone mass before 3 hours is definitely going to be a stretch. And also, if you guys hear me say times that are slightly off, I had a timer on my phone that I had accidentally paused once or twice just by moving my hand, so I might be saying slightly off times, but I have a general idea of what time we're at, and the one in the video is always going to be correct. But yes, I've learned a lot. I've got a lot more to learn, but the first section of this playthrough was going much different than I expected. Okay, alright. Oh my god. Here's the plan. This goes here. We get up here. We put the ESA down. That's connected. And we get inside. Beautiful. Alright, pickaxe broke. Nothing yet, still plenty to explore. See if I can get out. I don't know if they'll let me get back on top, necessarily. I don't know if there's anything out there that's going to want me to get back on top. 2 hours and 20 minutes. No bone mass location yet. But I'm honestly not doing as badly as maybe I thought was possible. I thought there was a possibility that I did really, really badly. Not doing that bad. Just definitely a little bit lost on some parts of it. Like, how people do certain things in certain amounts of time, I do not understand at all. But that's what the researched and practiced runs are for, obviously. So, you know, it's hard, though. Well, that's great news. 2 more swamp crypts over here. I'm taking some of this iron up into the Black Forest, where I can use it and make a forge and stuff, and then I will, yeah, there's like 3 or 4 more down here. That's beautiful. Okay, and then I will come back down and get more. I honestly think I'm gonna like, I'm almost gonna have to make a second kind of base where I almost settle down a little bit. Settling down doesn't sound at all like what you should do during a speedrun to me. But I can, and I think it will give me all of the tools and resources to do a lot more stuff. Now, I am a little bit like worried that I'm trying to be too prepared for the bosses. Maybe part of the preparation one will be like, or the like completely prepared speedrun, but unexperienced one will be like, maybe part of that will just straight up be dealing with how to be okay with not having enough stuff to do everything. Maybe that'll just be part of it. I could really see that like I just have to get used, like you're not gonna have a Draugr Fang to do Modder, you know, like you're not gonna have an Iron Mace to do Bone Mass. But at least as of right now, like I don't see why I wouldn't have an Iron Mace, because I have most of the stuff to smelt already. I may have to get a couple more cores, but most of the stuff to smelt. I'll have to I guess take the time to make a forge. But other than the forge, like, everything else is going to pretty much, I'm already going to have it. I just need to process. Pretty much I just need to process everything, but I'm already going to have it. Which is, like, I mean, it just seems a little like it would be lazy not to do this stuff. And maybe that's the thing. Maybe I'm supposed to be lazy. Or not lazy, but, like, supposed to completely go into a new unpreparedness of Valheim, that I'm supposed to be able to do everything with just a fucking wooden club. I'm just not that capable yet. Even if that is what I'm supposed to do, it's gonna be a session ender for this character, because this character is not nearly as good. Oh god, alright. Well, I'm gonna get this set up. This is not Black Forest right here, but I figure I can run the copper over here. I'm closer to the iron right here. There is a chance that bone mass is in here, too. This is a decent-sized swamp, about the right distance from Altar, in my opinion. So, while I see it as extremely unlikely, it is technically possible to be over here. Oh my god, that was not what I was ready to find. Holy shit, we have a plains out here, dude. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is this? I wanted copper. Okay, actually cool. But, like, not. Cloudberries are amazing. That's the thing that I'm, like, the most excited for. But, like, plains this early is not that manageable. I mean, we have it now. But it makes me almost not even want to get copper over here, dude. I haven't found any yet, but I guess I just need 6. Oh my god. That is not... I'm glad I saw it when I did, because I would have gotten killed by that Deathsquito, but still. Does not make me any happier about finding that over copper. I found that before I found copper, which is nuts to me. Dude, absolutely no copper. I cannot believe that. So, We have plains, swamp, and mountains. We have access to all three of those via portal. At 2 hours and 42 minutes, from what I'm seeing on my timer. Now that's good. It's not great. It's not great because I don't have a forge at either base. So, really, like, I'm trying to think what I do here, because in my mind there are a couple options. I could sail back. No, I could teleport back and sail back here with yet another, like, raft. Now, it's not far. It's not that far of a run. Just not a good use of time, in my opinion. But if there's no copper over here, I gotta do something. The other option would be to go over there. I could spend the time to try and make... If I could figure out the fine wood, I could try and figure out how to make a carve. The carve would allow me to bring stuff back and forth a lot faster between these bases, but it takes time to make. So again, I don't know, in my opinion, if that's the best use of time. Now, I did get my 10 cores for my smelter and stuff, which is great. I just don't necessarily know what to do, but I think just picking one and going for it is going to be better than not picking either of them. And so, I mean, we've got copper right here, dude. I think we have copper right here. I think we're just going to send it. I think we're just going to stay here. Let's bring this other stuff back. We'll smelt the copper here. And I almost think that I'm going to try and make the carve. It's a little odd. It's a little nuts. But I feel like it will save me some time, actually, in the long run. Let's do it. Like I said, we just got to pick up. It's less about doing, you know, making the perfect decision and more about making an okay decision quickly. So it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be everything for me. It just has to do something, and I got to get it done fast. I want to at least know where bone mass is and have my mace made by 3 hours. I got 15 minutes to do that. And honestly, it may take longer than that for me to make this damn boat, but I got to try my hardest. Alright, pickaxe broke. We got some more iron, but no bone mass spawner. Okay. I honestly think... so the way that speedrunning... I know I already explained this, but, like, you gotta remember, part of me is editing this after, part of me is experiencing it now and the before time, before I know what happened with all 3 runs. The way that this happens is in phases. So... in the phases, like, it's just each boss. So, like, phase 1 is Ike. Phase 2 is, you know, you get the idea. Also, that's a possible bone mass location right here. So, this phase and 5th phase is going to be the longest for me. It's definitely going to be, like, this is going to be the point of the most difficulty, not only for this run, but in total. Because... yeah, that's just the way that it's structured. Like, I know that, and I knew that going into it. Swamp is not my strong suit. Never has been, never will be. But also, it doesn't even have to be my not strong suit, because iron takes a while, bone mass takes a while, and bone mass is normally, like, significantly further than most of the other bosses are from the altar for its progression. So, like, the fact that bone mass is normally farther than Modder is, you know, it doesn't always make it, like, super realistic to get to it early. And then obviously Yagluth is going to be a hard fight. Like, anybody could tell that going into it. Alright. I killed these guys. Now they're my problem, though. But yeah, I mean, like, I knew this was going to be one of my longer phases, and I'm okay with that. I obviously didn't predict it like that, but, like, in my head, I kind of knew that's how it was likely going to be. So I'm not upset about where I'm at right now, as the 3-hour mark is approaching quickly. Also, the constant time just ticking by is just, like, it just puts the pressure on for every little move. Every time you build something, spend the time on something. Like, Valheim is a time-consuming game. I don't think I have to tell anybody here that. And so, like, it's just odd, like, trying to put an exact timer on how long everything takes. And you realize how long certain parts of the game take that, like, you just wouldn't You don't think about it in a normal playthrough. It's another thing that this is giving me so much respect for that I don't have for normal Valheim. But we got 7 more iron. Throw it in the chest. Go back, you get more wood. Put the charcoal that's ready. Put the coal that's ready in the kiln, or from the kiln into the smelter. Put some more wood in the kiln. Keep smelting the copper up, and then I'll worry about the rest of that here in just a second. I also may build a forge over here. Not because I want to have my forge over here, but because I may make it all into bronze before I carry it over. I feel like that would almost be a smart idea. I know 10 of the copper has to stay copper, but the rest of it doesn't. So, also, I may... no, I don't have to do that, actually. Okay. Yeah, we will have to move... I think we may have to have a forge at each place, just to have a bronze maker at each place, but unless I want to carry even more bronze with me than I was already planning to. But it's almost nighttime again. We'll get this in here. Didn't even think about that. This will smelt a lot quicker if I'm sleeping. That's another weird one. I almost feel like Valheim... I don't want to say should be measured in days, but I feel like sleeping in the speedrun should... I mean, maybe that's just part of it, right? But, like, you do get to speed up, and, like, you could sleep more or you could sleep less. It really does change the amount of time you actually experience for, like, waiting for certain things. I don't know how they would... I mean, speedruns aren't really, like, supposed to try and balance the game or balance any glitches or anything like that. Or not even glitches, but, like, they're not supposed to balance, like, any part of the game. The game just is what it is, but I feel like the sleeping, how fast it speeds everything up, could be... maybe not a factor that needs to be changed, but something that I should take advantage of more than I would in regular Valheim. Guys, I'm so, like, dumb. I don't even know what I'm doing. I, like, completely zone out, ran over there, and put the workbench down and didn't put the boat down. I don't know what I'm doing. Luckily I didn't get back to base and do that. That's such a far run. Why did I just do that? That makes me so mad. Focus. Focus is another thing. Focusing for 6 hours, I mean, and some of the playthroughs are longer, dude. People are beating the whole game in 10 hours, like, all the way through the Ashlands. Focusing for 6 hours straight is insane. I can't. Like, unbreaking focus. Like, no zoning out, no fucking up a dodge, no messing up anything. How? I don't, like, it's not in my brain's capacity. I got caffeine next to me, too, to try and help, and it's not helping enough. We're gonna use this so I can run. But, like, dude, I just... oh, that's a rough one. I don't know why I did that. I just wasted so much extra time. I think I just wasted 10, 15 minutes. It's not a good amount of time to waste. But I'd rather waste it now than on my higher runs. Oh my god, dude. Alright, well, I guess I'll go back and actually put the boat down this time. Alright, most of the copper, or all of it's ready. I gotta figure out how much of it I can carry. Say I don't carry that. Literally, I don't have to carry anything else with me, because I can come back and get all of this. Like, that's 2 pounds. If we drop one of these and carry the original 20 that we needed, they're 12 pounds each? I thought they were 10 pounds each. I think I've literally said that in a video before, that I thought they were 10 pounds each and figured out they were 12. I just don't learn. So that was a solid, like, 15-minute waste. 10-minute waste of not putting the boat down and running most of the way back. The shape of the mountain is screwing me really hard. And I thought about trying to place campfires that go over it so I could just run over it, but it's not worth. Alright, that's 20 copper. That's everything else I can teleport. And there's 10 over there. So, yeah, having to run... like, if I could just run straight across there, it really would not be that bad of a run. But having to go around this mountain is what's screwing me partially. But it just... oh, no. It's storming, dude. Oh, please stop. Please stop storming. Because serpent in the water would be a problem. Like, a really big problem. Oh, no. Please don't do this to me, game. Please stop storming. I know it'll be different. It'll be different in the biomes, but the ocean has more of a chance of storming. So, like... I don't know. That's not good. I don't want to get eaten by a serpent. It's not that much ocean, but I also don't, like... That raft is not outrunning the serpent. It's also not even fighting it. It's not doing any of that. That's not good. I'd have to ride the serpent to land. Oh my god, dude. Please stop storming. I'm actually so scared to go across the water now. I know the chance of me running into a serpent in that very small amount of water is unlikely, but it's not, like, I would say I got a 30% chance. And if I get screwed and dropped by that serpent at 3.5 hours, or yeah, 3 hours and 20 minutes, like, that's it. Like, that's the end of this run, sadly. And that would suck, because I wanted to at least, on this first run, get through all 5 biomes, even if it takes me the whole 6 hours or longer. I wouldn't want to go longer, but if I'm close to Yagluth, I will finish it out. And just kind of mark where I got to at 6 hours. But I would like to get what I need to learn from every biome and not just these first 2. These first 2 and 3 are big, but they're not everything that I need to learn. I need to learn stuff from all 5 biomes, and so I'd like to be able to at least get to each of them, learn what I need to learn, make my mistakes in them, that way I can learn from them. And if the serpent screws me out of that, I'm going to be upset. Dude, we have wind, and we are so close. I don't care which part of the Black Forest I land in here, Storm also seems to be subsiding just a little bit. It's still a bit stormy, but we here. We out here. Honestly, I'm close enough now to where even if something went terribly wrong, I might be able to, like, to recover it. Because I have the stuff for an... Oh my god. I have the stuff for another raft at base. I just have to run it out here. Alright. Perfect. We've pretty much made it. I'm 100% sure that this raft is... that I'm making it to land now. Which is great. Alright. That means once I get this over there, we'll have our forge set up. I still have to do coal, stone, wood. I have to get a couple resources for it. But we'll have that set up. I have to find a way to get, I think, a little bit of fine wood to make the 2 workbench upgrade, or the 2 forge upgrades. But if one of them is enough to unlock the ability to use iron to make it, I would just make an iron axe. I have the 20 iron. I know that I really badly need the mace, but I don't know where bone mass is at yet. And as great as the mace is, I also really have seen so many opportunities where I need fine wood, like, badly, and I need to be able to control my ability to get it. As much as I don't want to spend the time to, as much as I don't want to spend the resources to, and as much as, again, I know that it's not, like, in my head, I know that it's not the perfect, like, speedrunning idea. Like, I'm using a lot of, like, really basic, how you'd play basic Valheim rather than how I think you should speedrun Valheim, but... Again, that's kind of the goal of this run. Use just my base Valheim senses to see how far it can take me. Beautiful. Great. And throw some more in here. We'll go get some more iron. And I'll worry about the upgrades once they're actually important, once I'm actually getting to crafting the iron. First, I need enough pieces to start getting the iron axe, to start getting fine wood. And I can make boats. I can get the ancient bark for both the boat and the, actually, I can get ancient bark now, but... Okay, maybe I can't. I swear you used to be able to break those with a flint axe. But, I don't know. The iron axe will help a lot. I need it. And whether it's the most efficient way, or the right way, or anything like that, it doesn't matter to me. But it doesn't matter as much as it probably should right now. I'm more focused on trying to get built so that I can do this better than I have been. I mean, 18 iron's not bad. Still no bone mass stone is hurting me a bit, though. Actually, quite a bit, because I can't really do much without that. Like, I'm sitting here just turning this into a regular Valheim playthrough in my head right now. And I know that, like, some of this stuff, I mean, this doesn't have to get done. You can kill bone mass with a wooden club, and I know that, but, like, I don't know really how to do it, to be honest, and I think if I tried it, that it would not go that well. But it doesn't even matter if I could try it, because I don't have bone mass's location. Now, it's probably in my best interest to just run into each of the swamp crypts that I can see, hit the couple big rooms or look for one of the hallways and then dip. It's probably in my best interest, but again, I'm not perfect at this yet. So I am probably going to run, I got one more room in this one that I can see, and then I'm probably going to run it over to the next one and just start going in there. I do also have to spend some time getting a little bit of wood real quick because I'm out of wood for kiln. And I need that as well. Like, a lot of this stuff, like I said, it feels like I'm wasting my time doing some of this, like, harvesting. But I know that, like, the focus and consistency, like I talked about at the beginning, is just, that's part of it. And you do need to do certain, like, there are certain things you're not getting around. And one of them, for me, at my skill level, is making a mace and finding bone mass. Like, I'm not finding it without the stone. I'm not skilled enough to do that consistently. And yeah, there's no way. I'm also sure as hell not doing some of the other things that I could be doing with it, so. Oh, you suck, troll. I will tell you that for free. Alright, iron axe is unlocked. It's 20 iron, a little bit of wood. I think I have both of those. Yes. Hey, that's good. Yes. Alright, that's actually great. I'm so happy about that. I don't remember how much wood it said I needed. I just need to get probably like 5-10 wood. That's fine, because that's gonna make it so I can get wood, find wood, make a boat, get places quicker. It's not gonna be the fastest run ever, because I'm kind of following a traditional. I don't even make the iron axe in regular Valheim. I don't know what I'm doing over here trying to make this, but it's honestly probably faster than making the bronze one for me at this point. And I have the iron for it, so we're gonna go ahead and do it. We're gonna make the iron axe. Got this now. We'll use it as a weapon for now as well. I know obviously I'll make the mace for bone mass, but I'll use it as a weapon. I'll use it to get wood. And, you know, hopefully it'll speed things up a little bit. Gotta go back down to those other 2 swamp crypts after I get some more iron going, because, yeah, I am still going a little bit slow on that. And I really still need the bone mass location. But I'm down to just, if I don't find it there and I don't see any more swamp crypts, I'm down to just start booking it through the swamp. I'm also, as insane as it sounds, down to make an iron pick, because I think it'll help me get through the swamp crypts faster. If I get to the amount of extra iron that allows me to do that, I will do it. Oh my god. Yes, dude, yes. Bone mass. See where that's at in just a second. Hey, we got it before 4 hours, I think, if my timer is not that far off. Not that far either. Oh, dude, I almost want to... Oh. Yeah, back at Altar would have been a good portal location. Fine, I admit it. We kind of knew that already, though. So, you know what, though? We have that. This is enough iron for... Alongside the other stuff that I brought over, I can make a level 2 mace. That's fine. I've got 2 plans to kill bone mass. I'm going to just set both of them up. It's going to take some extra time to set both up, but I don't know which one is like the meta. I know of 3 methods to kill bone mass in a speedrunning-esque, like without poison resistance. Which one I'll do, I don't really know. Alright, this is going to be a little insane. We're making iron nails. We're gonna make the long ship. It's gonna be kind of expensive, but the idea is throw the long ship down. We need 10 deer hide on it. Just gonna try and get all this stuff while my iron's smelting. We can boat down there, come back, make our mace. It'll be a level 1 mace, but we'll get down there a lot quicker. Alright, sick. I don't know how well it's gonna work, but perfect. Alright. Let's go. I'm ready. I think it's gonna be worth. I think it'll help us get bone mass done a lot quicker if I just have it. All right, the stuff for a new portal. Oh wait, some of it is still back at the other base. The stuff for a new portal, the stuff for the boat, stuff to kill bone mass is almost ready. I think I have enough of everything for the boat. Oh, I need a little bit more ancient bark, but I can do that. Have a little bit more iron to smelt up as it is. We have all the nails. Pretty much ready to go get bone mass. We're at almost 4.5 hours. Not sad. Not happy. I mean, like, about where... I'm happy I'm here. I haven't, like... I feel like my momentum's doing good right now, just because I could have been doing a lot. I could have been put in a lot worse situations by myself than I have been. Doesn't mean I'm doing great though, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah, that's how I feel right now. I'm gonna go try and put down. Let's see. I think I'm gonna try and take 20 of this. Put down a portal. Teleport out to get my boat set up. Yeah, we'll do that. We're gonna set down the bone mass portal out here by the water while the rest of that smelts, and then I can just teleport out there once I have everything for my boat ready, which I think my boat is actually ready. I just need to build the actual mace, which I can do after I get down there if I want. And I'm really surprised, honestly. That's one of the closest bone mass spawns that I have seen to spawn. And like, this is honestly one of the better seeds that I've seen. Like, if I think about all the times I've played Valheim, there's only one time that I've played a world where I could say I think it was better for speedrunning than this one. Which is pretty nuts, actually. The fact that, I mean, I feel like I got generally lucky. And obviously, I don't remember every seed I've played on. You guys may be able to go find a video of me on a better seed than this for speedrunning. But so far, this is pretty solid. I feel like the game went a little easy on me. Even though, like, I'm not doing that great, I feel like the game said, like, you know, let's give him a chance at doing something in 6 hours. So I'm not that upset by it, actually. I'm quite happy with what the game's wanted to give me so far. Okay, I think this is it right here. This is enough for the mace. Time to get over there. I don't know how much wood the mace needs, but I assume it's not that much. Let's see. Where is it at? Why does it not exist? There we go. 4. Yeah, alright, that's what I thought. This will be enough to get over there. We'll kill bone mass by hour 5. And my hope now is to get to Modder by the end. It's not looking great, but it's also not looking impossible. Yagluth is looking kind of impossible. But, you know, like I said, I don't think Modder's looking too bad. So, the only other thing that I really like to do is... I swore I had... Oh yeah, I do. I have 10 copper. If I had the fine wood, I'd do it, but I don't. I have 40 fine wood, but it's for the boat. And, yeah, that kind of blows. Alright, so... Boom, we'll do that. We'll make a couple arrows real quick. No longer need the spear. We're ready to rock. We're ready to go kill bone mass. And... I think... Oh, there is fine wood right here. Okay, I will make the other one. I'll make a tier 2 mace, just because I can. Once I do this, I'll be able to make the copper, like, the 10 copper upgrade, the forge cooler. And then... Yes, we will have a tier 2 mace. That's exactly what I wanted. And we'll use the regular wood to make... We'll use the regular wood to make the arrows that I needed. Take this with us in case we run into a serpent. We'll have the long ship this time. And I feel like we're actually pretty well prepared. If this was a Valheim regular playthrough start, this would have been one of the best starts I've gotten. But just because it's a speedrun, it's a little rough. Boat down. Boat down, portal up. Let's go. We are going to our right. Oh my. I really did not think. I mean, like, I knew we were... I don't know. I'm happy that... Dude, time's going by so fast. I'm happy the progress that we're making. Time's going by so quick. It's actually nuts how fast the time goes past. Trying to look like I need to be marking out mountains, be marking out as much stuff as I can as I'm moving, because like if I find Modder, we're fine, we're good, we're ready. Over here to our left is a good... Oh wait, that is the one that I was already on. That's a fair candidate for it. If Modder's... I mean, it really could be that close. That's like a perfect distance, actually. That mountain hat gives me hope for Modder. That's the only thing that does. And I think the way that I'm going to play it is just a series of portals that are numbered. And so, like, I'll run... Yeah, I have a way that I want to do it. I'll run from, like... I'll run up the mountain naked, place a portal. Teleport up there, pick up the portal. Go back up the mountain further. As long as I don't die partway up the mountain, then I'll be okay. But if I do, maybe I have a backup portal. that I can run naked, place it, run naked, place it, run naked, grab my stuff. Maybe I can do something like that. Also, the way that you can structure a corpse run chain is pretty nice. I just don't know if I have the time to do any of that stuff. Also, the fact that I could have ran to swamp this whole time from right here. Oh, if that's a good swamp, I maybe could have saved myself so much time. But it's just not the way of the playthrough. Oh, well, great. This has become a problem. Don't know how I will deal with this. This seems to be the end of the ocean here. There might be a river back here. I don't think there is. I sure as hell don't think I'm fitting through it. Now I gotta take the gamble. Is bone mass close enough to run to? Or am I gonna run and have my boat not end up over there with me? Oh, Jesus, dude, this could be bad. Okay, well, this is where the boat's going. This is as far as she'll take us. We shall mark it and run. Even if I can't make it, I've made it a lot further than I would have normally, and I can raft if I have to. I can get resin. I have the boar hide and the wood. I can get a little bit of resin and just raft the rest if I have to. If I get to the other side of this island and there's nothing. But I don't think it... I thought about at one point when I realized that that's how that was going to be, that's how that was going to go, about possibly putting... yeah, possibly like going around and turning around and going around the island. I just don't think it would have been quicker than just coming straight at it. Because I can either run to it now or I can't. And I can just raft through the rest. Either way, what I was doing was going to be quicker. Yeah, this is the swamp. And this is Bone Mass Swamp right here. I should be okay. I don't have rested, which it's not good. I think I'll be okay though. I don't think it's worth the time to go back. Actually, no, it's definitely worth the time to go back. Well, no, it's fine. We'll run. I did just remember I can get to both portals from the one I'm about to place. I can get home via both portals. I'm just gonna make sure I don't get absolutely beamed by something in here. Just get beamed by a rock or a bow or something of that sort. Swamp crypt for safety. Cool. 2 swamp crypts for safety. Great. Probably build our portal on top of one of these. Maybe. Might not, though. We'll see. And I honestly think, in the effort of conserving time, we are just going to pick one of the methods and just go for it. We're not going to set up 2. We're going to pick one. To go with that one. What I'm scared about is the one I'm picking is the one that I don't know how to do. So it's a little sketchy. What I think you can do, so there's the one that I have experience doing is the old one of building up on top of bone mass. And there's a way to build up on top of it in which you can, it's like right at that spot in his eye, like that scratch next to his eye. You can build up there and you can hit him, but he can't hit you, but you can kind of fall off from it. Now, the other one that I have seen is... we actually just need to find a spot for a... Here's what we're going to do. Alright. See, that's not cool. What we're going to do is we're going to go over to this swamp crypt. We're going to place our portal. We're going to go back. We're going to get our rested buff. And just accept the fact that I'm not going to have access to a portal for a second. Now, the reason that I'm going to do that... I actually need to be careful how I do this. Okay. We're not going to have access to a forge for a second. I really hope they don't break my portal. I need to set my spawn point at this one now to make sure that I can get back through my portal when I die. Because if I don't do this at any point in time, I get screwed really badly. Alright, now that we got this spawn point set, go back. We'll come get our rested here in a second. I just wanted to get the portal up. Kill all this stuff to make sure that they don't break the portal. Get the rested buff. And then we'll just, I think we're just going to send it. Now, I got to build something over there to, like, make it possible. But I think right under, like, the kind of like hiding under the cheekbone, you can kind of build what I'm looking at. Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna keep you guys here. Let's go. Let's go. I'll show you what I'm building. I don't exactly know how to build it. Nor do I know, like... So, yeah. I mentioned how it's supposed to work, but, like... I don't know. I just haven't actually really tried it. This is the one that I kind of did with Jake once, though. So... It should... It's gonna have to work kind of perfectly. But if I can get it to work perfectly, that's when the magic happens. So this goes here. I think we build... like that, like that, like that. And we snap it one wall up and we build it the exact same way out here. And then we do like wood beam, wood beam, wood beam, wood beam. You know what, we're actually just gonna sit on this side of it. Need like... Okay, we'll kill this Draugr and then I'm going. I need a little bit more wood. I don't care. I'm gonna try and do it like this. Boom. Solid. If I'm right under here, his AI should try and go on top of me. If I'm wrong, I'm so screwed, dude. I don't see him yet. Well, it seems to be working. Okay, so far, what I'm taking away from this, just because I know this is kind of a learning experience, heavy attack's the only thing that works. Because otherwise you're hitting the top one above me. And that's not good, because if I hit the one above me, I may break it, and then this whole thing doesn't work. The reason that that's important is because you can't do that kind of attack with a club. Meaning I would want to make at least a bronze mace. Now, bronze mace with the help of a troll and a little bit different planning would be much quicker to make. I mean, dude, we did it, though. No poison mead. Speed ran. Beautiful. But yeah, that did work the way I wanted it to. Which is really good. That's, like, perfect. Now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do the mountain. And I also, because I didn't put a thing back at altar, bone mass is going on the ground, sadly. Alright, back to base we go. We're gonna die. We're gonna get our rested back. We're gonna come back, pick up our body, eat our food, and then run. That will give me the corpse run up to like halfway up the mountain, in which case I can then put down my fire. Hang out for a second, run up the mountain further, put down my fire, keep healing, keep doing my stuff. And keep dealing with this. It's... Yeah, we'll have to sit... We'll have to get our rested back at the other base, but... It's the plan. It's the plan. I promise it's a good one. The only better thing I could do to prepare myself would be to wait for my Ike to regen. To wait for that to come back. But I'm okay if I don't do that, I think. Only time that freezing... Or the only... Oh my god, that's quick, huh? Alright, see, perfect, that's what we need, let's go, up the mountain. The only reason that freezing sucks is the stam regen is the worst. Oh my god, it's raining. Snow right about now is not what you want to see. What I fortunately can do, is I can't really deal with the snow. Just give me a spot to place this. Is do this. And I'm gonna go back to base. I'm gonna pick up another corpse run. Because why not? There's no reason not to. I'm on no skill drain. Alright, here, make sure that our... Okay, make sure that that has that. Slam that down. And then... Right here, we're just gonna die again. It's gonna waste some food. Sure. I got my Ike buff now. I'm honestly going to sleep till tomorrow as well, because it'll be quicker to get my rested that way, and it'll also not be raining up there anymore. I hope. This is the thing to me that this even makes sense to me. Like, this would have made sense to me early game, honestly. Like, this would have made perfect sense to me early game. I just want to try and stay away from drakes. Also, I don't know what it is. I think corpse run plus Ike means you just don't have a stamina bar. I don't know if that's a bug or what, but it happens, and it's insane. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. What's this place? Skeleton? Okay, and then replace this. That's more important to get placed. That's reconnected. I don't quite want to go. I might though. Do I just die again? Did I just re-corpse run myself? Kind of wasted my Ike, I feel like. But I also, yeah. Freeze damage. Screw it. We're experimenting. We're learning. Let's do it. Let's do it again. Re-corpse run. Re-rested. Grab our stuff. Keep going up the mountain. Now, there could be still a chance that Modder's not up here. It's possible. But I can't think like that right now, because I have no other mountain to go to. So if it's not there, again, that's the end of the run. That's fine. Damn, I never made arrows. I'm glad I put my damn thing down. That honestly may be a better place for my body. Ooh, don't do it. Oh god, please don't break that portal. Okay, I never made more arrows, which was very forgetful on my part. I don't know if I have the ability to make more arrows either. No, I don't. Damn it, dude. Just trying to look real quick. Like, what's where? Do we see modders? Sure as hell don't. Which sucks, actually. Honestly, I'm down to do it. I'm gonna run. I'm just gonna run. If it's not down here. Damn. There's stone in there? Nope. Modder still could be up here, man. I just don't know. Like, oh shit. I think I'm only gonna get to look over this cliff. And I think that is my answer. Well, I gambled that Modder was here. And she was not. And that was the end of the first run. I know I said I'd give a 6-hour time limit, but at a time like that where I'm very far away from the next stage, I have really no plan of completing it, and I have no like direction to even go, that's probably a good spot to end it for my time limit and for learning how to do it. That being said, I did learn a lot this run. And also I did a lot of things that I actually didn't know that I'd really get to do. First of all, I got to test the bone mass strategy. And I have a fun fact about that bone mass strategy that I'll save that I'll share in just a second. The first thing though that I learned was that and I've said this a few times, my Valheim instincts needed to go out the window. Wanting to make the long ship, wanting to make the iron pick and iron axe was definitely way outside of what I should have been doing. And I definitely needed to just learn to do more with less. That being said, I also needed to be a lot more resourceful. When I had trolls chasing me in the Black Forest, when I had abominations around me inside of the swamp, I really needed to use those more to my advantage. And the other thing that I really needed to pick up, that I would pick up in even the next run, and that I would take to that second run, because remember, I'm trying to learn from this one for the second one, was I needed to keep moving. The amount of time I spent sat in a base for this one was not going to work out for a speed run. I needed to just move. Well, no matter if I had the stuff, if it was just on a raft, if it was just running randomly, I needed to move and find new places to go. And honestly, I wasn't even really that sure about the portals. As much as the portals make sense to have a central base, I also was pretty sure, doing the math and doing a little bit of research after this, that for the first at least 4 or 5 bosses, you really could get through them just carrying the stuff on you. That being said, the bone mass strategy that I used after Call to Arms was released, which, just a heads up, the second run is also before Call to Arms was released, but after Call to Arms was released, I tried to do the bone mass like strategy that I just showed myself using with no problem first try. Tried doing it in creative, could not get it to work. Have no clue what the difference is or what I was doing wrong, but I could not get it to work. Same being said, I also could not get the Modder campfire strategy to work or the Yagla through the ground strategy to work, which is really odd. Now, I didn't have a lot of practice either at any of them, and there's a good chance I was doing them wrong, but I mean, for how quickly and how perfectly I did the bone mass one, it was really surprising to me that I wasn't able to do it in the Call to Arms update. And it wasn't the Call to Arms update itself. I also went back to the beta at the last stable public, or the last stable update before Call to Arms came out, and I also couldn't get it to work then. So I have no clue what I did with the bone mass strategy, but it may not make another appearance because I have no clue how to do it, and I may have to take a new approach to that. But all in all, I learned a lot. I didn't get nearly as far as I thought I would. I didn't go nearly as far, nearly as quickly as I thought I would, but I did set myself up to learn a lot for my second run, which was the goal. Let's hope I don't get a dumb spawn like I did Elder last run. Aren't great actually, but alright, I need to rely on the spear more. Like, as good as the fires are, rely on the spear more. So I think Ike was a little slower, but I'm honestly ready to just keep it pushing, not worry about it. Yes, it kind of sucks that Ike's a little longer, and it's also almost nighttime, which is not great, but I think we're gonna be fine. I almost just wanna... That's Meadows, Black Forest. It almost looks like we're starting to see mountains up here. That might be a good place. This time I'm more just about learning how to do stuff like... Kind of want to just see what I can do without normal progression. Like, without trying to keep myself normally progressed. It's probably going to be a lot of deaths. Probably going to definitely going to be a lot more deaths than last time, but I think it's manageable. I think it'll be okay. Is this the direction I'm looking at going? Kinda, almost. From here, it was pretty much the same process as last time, and you guys will actually see a lot less of the same stuff that you guys just saw from the last run in this one. If you guys have already seen it, you guys have already seen the struggle, you may not see the exact same copy of it again, just because you already understand it. But the goal this time was not even necessarily to get further or do it faster. The goal this time was to rely more on less things, carry less around in my inventory, and just get better at doing Valheim with less things in my inventory. The less things that I have to rely on to be able to harvest, the less things that I need to be able to get before doing each boss, that means the quicker that I can do them, and the less that I have to rely on luck of the seed, and the more that I can rely on my own skill of learning it. That being said, there are also just a lot of like speedrunning strats and a lot of like things that you do differently for runs, and trying to get used to those, trying to get used to using them, and trying to make them part of my habits was also the goal of this run. And yes, of course I want to do it faster, but as you saw, I didn't get the best like start, and that's gonna be okay. Even if I don't have the best start, I'm gonna be able to still learn a whole bunch from this run. And I still have a chance at beating my previous Elder time, even if I didn't beat my first boss time. Get that, we'll make our pick. I feel like I'm not running behind, I'm just in a way different spot than I was last time in my head. Which is, it's fine. Like I said, I'm much more like on the move, and as good as that feels, because I should be just on the move. Oh shit! Much as it feels good to just kind of be on the move, it's just not, it makes me feel so much more insecure about like my character's life. Makes me feel like I'm going to die so much easier, which is not as fun. But I'm trying to think, like, I feel like I'm doing fine with trying to do more with less. I mean, I have my ancient seeds. I should probably start getting... Dude, you guys are gonna make me lose my mind. Can I just have my damn rested buff, please? But like, I feel like I'm doing fine on the front of like, you know, doing this with less stuff, but it just makes me so much more nervous. I feel like the fuck ups get so much more like amplified when that happens. Hopefully something will let me get my my rested buff here. Also, just a small warning, I probably said it before this one, I'm gonna be way more quiet this run. As far as like how much I talk, which some of you guys probably don't mind, but I am is currently 2:20 in the morning, so I'm not gonna be as energetic, and I honestly may be a little slower as far as like my reflexes and stuff. It actually could mess me up, but especially towards the end of the run. But I feel all right. Just a little worried about like certain parts of this playthrough. Again, like I gotta relearn how to play Valheim pretty much completely, and it's a weird feeling. Elder location, baby. South. All right, let's go. God dang, I don't know if I've ever seen this many of these little places together. Also, as far of an elder as that is, at least I know where it's at. I kind of have a different plan for it this time. This is actually amazing. That's like everything I was looking for. Oh, and so is this. Okay. Beautiful. I'm a little concerned about being over here. I may have to set a spawn point real quick, just out of fear. I think it'd be a good idea. I need to find an abomination in here. Yeah, we're gonna try and set a spawn point. Just because, why not? It's gonna slow me down a lot here if I die. So I just don't get to let that happen. That's enough for 2 bonfires, I think. Make it a little bit more. One more. I see the one with the damn bow. You know what? Well, that's plenty. Alright. Dipping back to where our bed's at. We'll fight a little bit. I say once I get back over here, I think I'm just gonna let it kill me. Okay, that's great. We're gonna bring that with us. Why is that great? Because I want to do bonfires. I think bonfires are gonna be a great way to do the Elder. I haven't tested it, but I saw it as part of the possibilities when I was looking at things that could be done differently from my first run, and that was one of the ones that kind of caught my eye, because they have a lot more health, and I'm pretty sure that they do not drop their resources. Or they don't, or no, that they always drop their resources, so that the resources do not disappear. Now, if I'm correct, which there's a chance I'm not, if I'm correct, I'm pretty sure it's core wood alongside the ancient bark, and a core and regular wood. I hope it's not fine wood. There's a chance it is. You know, I did some research, not all of it. There's a chance that it's fine wood. I don't think it's fine wood. So now I gotta try and find... Actually, I should be able to test real quick. I should be able to get core wood. This wasn't when I was gonna do it, but I was actually gonna let the elder do it for me. But you know what? We'll go ahead and grab it, just to ensure. And if it's not, there's a troll right there. So if I am missing the stuff for it, there's a troll right there. Now, the reason I like the bonfires, I'm going to use regular fires too, but the bonfires are big. They kind of block its movement. And they also, like, God, I got to be careful of this thing. They block it, you know, it's big. They block the elder's movement a little bit, which is nice, but they also, like I said, can be picked up infinitely. So if I run out of the stuff for regular campfires, I can just infinitely keep replacing bonfires, which is nice. It's something that I need. It's a tool that I need, because last time I think I ran out of the stuff for bonfires, which was not that great. 17 fine wood. 17 ancient bark. Alright, I'll grab some core wood. I'll grab a little bit more fine wood from these other, like, stacks, because I want to go ahead and make the fine wood bow since I can. And then we're going to hop on the water and start going for elder. I'm not quite at an hour yet, I don't think, even. Which is actually, like, you know, that's getting me closer to my times that I wanted. It's definitely getting me closer to the times that I wanted, so it's actually not bad. I'm also probably going to spend the night here, because it's going to be getting dark soon. I don't want to serpent on the water, and yeah, all of that. All of the above, that's why. Alright, time to go grab the core wood for this real quick. And then we'll build the boat, and we'll start moving in the morning. Okay, now as long as something does not screw me in the water, we should be able to get to elder pretty easily. Also, I need a lot of wood, because I realized that the bonfires still need wood to work, so I do think that they changed this from the last time I tried this. I really thought that the bonfires went down and they were already lit, and then they went out after a short period of time. But I guess not, and I guess that it kind of makes sense, because in the other ones, they consume the wood that goes down, and then you don't get it back. In the bonfires, you do get it back, so, you know, kind of a trade, but... we got everything for 3 bonfires. I'm going to try and get elder trapped and just run in a circle and repair. That's the goal. Maybe some small ones in the middle as well. I want to see how perfect I can get them placed. But as much damage as I can do off rip, the more that will help me. And I now have the stuff to actually make arrows to fight it with. So, you know, I have the fine wood bow. I'm a little less concerned about getting it killed with only campfires. So that, you know, I kind of just got 2 ways of helping myself there. Now I just need to make it through this swamp with not a problem. And we'll be at elder. Again, I think I'm a little slower, but actually elder might be a little quicker than last run. So I can't exactly tell. I don't really remember last run everything. Obviously I'm going over it as I'm narrating, but not exactly sure where I'm at there as I'm playing, so I'm hoping that I'm a little bit ahead. Yeah, fuck this raft. Also, we gotta get moving as soon as we hit land. As amazing as it would be if Bone Mass was here, it'd be much cooler if I could get to Elder and get Elder killed. So, just gonna keep moving. Not gonna linger on it yet. I will linger on it here soon, but I'd like to be able to get into the crypt as a safe place before I start to try and do that. Also, I'm worried. I keep seeing these empty areas and thinking that they're plains. I don't know that I'm quite close enough or quite far enough out for that. I definitely am, but maybe not for a big one. I'm getting a little worried that I'm going to start running into plains soon. I'm also getting a little worried that this island might not be big enough. More swamp. Good. It's good. It's actually great. I do like more swamp. I just don't like how uncomfortable it's making my journey to. Oh my god. Thought that was something else. I don't know what I thought it was. I just thought it was something else. It's making my journey to Elder extremely uncomfortable. But it's making my likelihood of getting through phase 3 quicker a lot better. Also, Hilder's actually a great find over here. If I use it correctly. Hey, Boar, I didn't fucking do anything to you, dude. Hilder, come on. Why is Hilder a great find? Well, it gives me good direction of a couple different biomes that I need. Black Forest don't really need, but as far as, you know, as far as getting some of the other things, it's actually not bad. Howling Cavern. See, that could be where, see, some of those could be where Modder's at. It's Draugr Village. Alright. We out. We are out. Let's go. Keep going. This is a crazy adventure that I'm on right now. I'm kind of liking it, though. I am going to need to get a bed set down when I get over to Elder. Again, I need one more of the Ancient Seeds. But Elder is on this island. Now confident that Elder is on this island. Wasn't that confident before, but now I am. I think... I'm trying to think. Okay, we need to kill more boar for another raft. I think that it might be a good idea if I try and get Elder to break some metal for me, and then after I kill Elder, take the time to get some cores. If I do that, I can make a bronze mace real quick. It'll take a second, but I can make a bronze mace. And the bronze mace will get me it'll get me able to kill bone mass a little bit quicker than I would with just the club. So I really don't want to do bone mass with the club. I know it's possible, and I know the way that I was setting it up earlier, it's perfectly fine to do bone mass with the club. I'm just not much for that. I don't really want to do bone mass with the club. So, but if I can do it with a mace, actually, I know I was saying earlier, there's a reason that you actually can't do bone mass with the club. Or maybe you can, but it takes so much longer than I'd like it to. Having the heavy attack is like what makes it go by a little bit quicker. Alright, hopefully those feelings don't come back to bite me in the ass. Alright, I think I'm ready. What are we at? Like an hour and 20? We're at Elder. We found Hilder. Dude, this would be a great trophy hunt run. I will say that. Oh, we also have a troll cave down here. There could be a troll at it. If there is, I should honestly probably go ahead and kill it. If there's not, great place to get a rested buff and set up a workbench real quick to repair everything and make some arrows before we start. I may need a little bit more wood, but I think otherwise we're pretty much ready. And oh yeah, and we will need some more wood, but I'm gonna set this up, get this going. We'll set this here. Go ahead and sleep. Make some arrows, get some more wood for the campfires. We'll be ready to rock. Never necessarily. Oh, dude, I hope we get not a stupid Elder spawn this time like we did last time. Repair these. Honestly, the extra health that those bonfires have is really good. No! Alright, that's fine. That's fine. We're right there. It sucks because I didn't want to die, but, you know, I'm a little quiet because I'm kind of excited about how that went so far. That's doing really well. All the bonfires, everything went exactly how it probably should have. I just maybe shouldn't have rushed it there at the end because I wanted it dead so badly. Even now, it's still getting ticked away by the fire. Come on. Perfect, chase me. Boom. Let's go, dude. What is that, like an hour 25? I have no clue. I wish I could see my timer, but that's not too bad. Hour 25 is not that bad. And guess what, guys? We need these bonfires for modder. Oh my god. Alright, I need to keep moving. That's the other thing I'm going to struggle with really hard here. I know that was cool. It was great. It was fun. I got to keep going. Now we got to get over to that swamp. Did I get the swamp key? Nope. Almost ran away without that. Yeah, would not have been that surprised, honestly, with myself. Okay, perfect. Beautiful. Let's go. Alright, pretty much forge acquired. Everything for the forge. I just don't have. Obviously, I'm not actually going to make the forge. I don't need to put it down yet. I could sit here and try and make the bronze one. I don't see why. When I have the swamp key, let's just go make the iron one. We'll make the iron mace. I think we have the time to. And I think as long as I'm not like trying to do it as like a base setup, if I'm trying to do it more along the lines of like, you know, being smart, trying to just get it done as part of my extra resources and carrying everything with me, I think it'll do me a little bit better. Also, I'm kind of tempted to try... Ah, crap, I can't upgrade my fine wood bow, I guess. I don't know, I'm tempted to try and drop some of this stuff for the bonfires, because I only need one for modder. I'm not going to place multiple. I might. Might place multiple. I don't need to place multiple. For the plan, you only need one, but I may do a couple if I have them. Just because I have them. But yeah, I don't know. I may drop some of that just because I only need one for the plan, so if I start needing to carry something else, or if I start having the need to carry something else, I definitely will drop them for that. Now I got to make it back across the deadliest part of the area that I've been in right now, which is these plains. If I make it across these plains, okay, then back into that swamp, there's a chance we get a really good setup and time going here. Alright, I see a swamp crypt. I think it's really early to be saying that, but oh, I see two. I see multiple, I think. Awesome. Yes, dude. Okay. 20 iron. And yeah, alright, let's go. 20 iron, bone mass location. That's what we need. Okay, this one kind of sucks. But maybe this is a hallway, and maybe this already has the bone mass location. It's just going to be kind of down to luck as far as bone mass goes. Like, finding it at least. You know, I can do my best, but there's only so much I can do towards finding bone mass. Holy shit, 18 iron, dude. That's enough. Okay, so to make this a little bit easier, we're dropping 10, 10, 10. It's going to give us a bit more weight. I also need 10 withered bones while I'm in here. Forgot about that as well. What else are we looking at? Okay. Yeah, let's just try and get... I mean, that's enough. We already have enough iron. Mix of on the ground and in that chest, but I have enough iron for the mace. All we need now is a location and some bones. Oh! Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh my god, how am I gonna do this? 19 iron, okay. Oh my god, how am I gonna do this? I think I'm gonna run back across the plains. Oh, I'm not gonna have the stuff for an axe, though. Oh my god, this is gonna get stupid. How close am I? Okay, I'm really close to the meadows. I actually am gonna set up a little base up there for just a moment. I don't know. I may take the time to build the axe, dude. It might be dumb. It might be dumb, but it might not be. Hear me out. If I can take the time and build the axe, say I get the axe done, right? If I get the axe and I get the mace, we get the fine wood, we build a way better boat, and we get over to bone mass so much faster. Honestly, we could just run back up this way and just put a boat up there. Oh my god, dude. That just gave me... That stresses me out because it gives me decisions. It gives me a couple. But it also makes me so happy because we got bone mass at under 2 hours. Which means I am on track to do so much better than I did last time. What did I kill bone mass at last time? 4.5, 5 hours? So, that's a huge difference. We're going to set up here. I already have a bed down here. We're going to set up, get some wood, and I'm going to try and make this a little base real quick. I don't have any attachment to this base. I don't need to live here. I don't need to do any of that. But I do need to, like... I'll put my smelter down. I'll put my forge down here. Once I make the iron mace, as long as I carry a forge high enough level to repair the mace with me, I don't need to bring the smelter with me anymore. I don't need any more, like, metal or anything like that. And it honestly may be quicker rather than making the carve to go ahead... If I'm going to have to get the 40 fine wood anyways, since I have that extra ancient bark down there, I may just make the long ship. Oh my god, dude. That's so amazing. I just got so lucky. I'll take it. Oh my gosh. Okay, we've got all of our iron back at base. Just need to count out my coal. Take a second for all of that to get made because I need like 100 something. But that's enough for the first 20, which I may actually do if I go to sleep. Now what I'm going to do, we're going to take... Actually need 2 more. All of this. And we're going to run down to the water and build a little like chest with some of the stuff that I need to place the boat in it. That way I don't have to deal with the weight later. Also, some of my withered bones. I don't know if they'll go in that chest, but I got 7 now. So I need 3 more, and I'm ready to go. Alright, that's enough for... Chest is 8, right? Nope, chest is 10. Alright. Do this real quick. Oh, time's ticking by quick. But... Time's also much lower than it was when I was going for bone mass previously. So, I can be happy. Right now. After this, though, the only part that I'm worried about, I have no indication at all of where Mater would be at. Or Yagluth. If I had found either of those right now, I mean, obviously I'm still in pretty early, but, like, if I had found either of those right now, I would have been in a much more confident position. I would have, you know, had a little bit more knowledge to me. I don't got that. So what I'm going to try and do, I'm just going to try and head out on this edge down here. Because there's like, I mean, I could go up here, but there's no guarantee that that even gets around, and it may not get around easily. I need to get out on this side over here. That's where I'm going to try and put the little boat chest down at for now. Get a couple more withered bones, and then I'm going to sit back at base, sleep as much as I can, and just get as much of that iron going as I can. Once the axe is made, I will start getting fine wood. Then I'll build the nails. And if the nails are really heavy, I'll run them down here first. And then I can worry about the mace and we can get moving. I'll try and carry enough wood on the boat to place the structure down at bone mass. And then when I make landfall at bone mass, we should literally be just ready to go. Okay, that'll be enough charcoal. Pickaxe broke, so I gotta wait a second on getting more of bones. But... Oh, dude, 3 hours is actually closer than I wish it would have been. Because I gotta run back across the plains now, which is not that cool. And I'm still I mean, I'm not lagging behind. I think that's all my coal. So I'm doing fine, but let's see. All right, boom. That should be enough to do. That's enough to do 10, 20, 30, 40. I need 52 smelted. I may need a little bit more charcoal. We'll see. I also still have the chance to find, I guess, a circling spawner. So that would, you know, give me a little bit of coal. But I don't think I can really rely on that. I think I gotta just keep doing what I'm doing. I may also kill some deer because I need more food. But back to withered bones hunting, and I'm kind of just waiting for the iron to smelt up. Oh, I'm almost thinking, like, I just don't think the raft would be faster. I think it would be quicker to make the longboat than to just use the raft. I think I would be more efficient in making the longboat. If I could find... If I had some fine wood... Oh, wait, actually, hold on a minute. We may not need the axe. I'm gonna eat my withered bones and worry about that. There's an abomination down here. Why get my... Yeah, no, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do that. Screw making the axe. Let's get the abomination to help us get the fine wood. That should be enough. Should be enough. Okay. That should have been enough. If the 10 is up there like I think it is, that should be fine. Sounds like he's going back to the swamp too. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I still need 10 withered bones. I think I still need 2 more out of the 10. We're at 2 hours and 40 minutes. It's gonna be close and getting over to bone mass in time, but definitely possible. So get this put in here. Make sure that this is constantly going. This will be enough for everything that I need, except for I need 2 more. Just for... Wait, I'm sorry. Did I just see that unlocked? No, okay. Alright. That should be enough, except... Also, I need to make sure that I have this. Sorry, my words are going to be cutting out. Alright. We're good. We make the boat. That's going to be enough for the nails right there. We'll make the nails. Beautiful. Be great. We need 2 more. That'll be for the stone cutter, so that I can make the little stone thing. And then, okay, that needs to stay away from me, actually. I need to sneak over here and get my stuff back. Oh, stone cutter. Okay, yeah, so we'll make the stone cutter. We'll use a bit of stone. We'll make the spinning, or the forge wheel thing. That'll be really easy to carry with us, because it's just one piece. It's kind of heavy, I think, but I could have gotten one technically from a village, but I was not going to deal with trying to do that. Okay, and if it's close enough to nighttime, if I can get a cover on this fire, we'll sleep. Boom. Can do a cover like that. Great. So we'll sit in here. See if I can get... I know it's gonna make me wet for longer. Don't really care. Do this. Do that. Get my wet off. We'll go to sleep. We currently have 8 withered bones. Go back in the morning. We'll get the last 2. After we make everything that we need. Oh, and we're gonna be ready to go, dude. Then I'll have to make the treacherous run across the plains one more time. But I have beds on both sides. So even if it's, you know, even if I die, it'll slow me down, but it won't completely screw me. And we gotta make it over to bone mass with some wood. Build the thing that we're trying to build. Build our little safe structure. And from there, we're pretty much ready. Ready to rock. Alright, we're out. Will say I don't think we're gonna get trapped on this island. I think we can move where we need to. Another thing that I may do, I may stop out here real quick and make a couple arrows because I'm realizing that a serpent may be able to completely screw me right now if I were to find one. And I don't see that as being super unlikely. It's a meadows. I should probably just take the time to fix it real quick. From this point, I made my arrows, moved forward, and was finally ready to get bone mass in a way more decent time than I had gotten previously. However, through a few different nights where I had to stop, and a few different times where I had died to unfortunate events, like stopping in the plains to look for a Yagala stone, which, yes, I know that sounds dangerous, but obviously I'm gonna have to, if I'm gonna get to the 6-hour point, I'm gonna have to just kind of multitask and go for everything at once. And one of the times that I had stopped at a black forest to sleep, gotten off, put a bed in a troll cave, and then when I died to a grey dwarf, something had targeted my bed, completely destroying it, sending me back to altar, and ending the run. Not in a way that I wanted to, not in a way that I expected it to, but in a way that gave me a good reality check of how safe I needed to be, and what risk every single action I did carried. Like I said though, if I do die or something happens that kills my run, like dying that far away from the altar and respawning there, that's the end of the run. There's no reason to keep going for it because I'm not going to get anywhere near the time that I need, and it's going to throw off how much progress I actually had. That being said, I think I got more done this time. I think I got it done quicker, and I think I was on the move more, but I still think I was relying on the old Valheim senses of what I needed to have to feel prepared. Like, having the long ship shouldn't be a thing. I don't need the long ship. I don't need to spend the time making it. Unless I'm, like, getting into, like, maybe, like, fighting Yagluth or something. But other than that, I do not need to spend the time on that. Besides that, I also did a lot of research, because remember, this is the one where I do a lot of research and practice before the last run. So, my research and my practice and my watching of videos, watching of world run records, because most of them are on speedrunning.com, you can watch the actual videos of them being completed. Even runs for certain bosses, you can watch them. And while a lot of the older ones consist of people using the bugs to kill the bosses, not all of them do. And a lot of the more recent ones, and especially the different splits, like the #1 bone mass kill, is just the dude doing it normally. He's just doing it fast, but he does it in a completely normal way. So this third run, I'm going to try and beat the bosses normally, not set up for any sort of exploit or any sort of anything like that. Completely just run it as normal, but with less stuff. This is going to be a little more difficult, and I'll explain why I'm going to do it though, as it's a form of consistency. That being said though, this final run takes place after my last video, which is during the Call to Arms update after it's been released, meaning that there will be a couple new mechanics, a couple new things that I can use, and a couple things that seem to have been patched. So that being said, this run's going to be a little bit different, but I'm hoping that all of the stuff that I watched, all the stuff that I tested in creative, and all of the other stuff that I've experienced in all of these speedruns is enough to push me at least to the first couple bosses to get my goals, get the times that I want, and feel like I know more about speedrunning than I did when I started. New methods, if I'm just going off methods, if I'm only decent because I can do the methods, then as soon as those get patched, I now go back to sucking at what I'm trying to learn how to do. So I should probably learn the basics first, and I have a feeling this is going to become more of a series, more of me trying to get better, rather than just a single video. Though, this is obviously the first step to it. So, we're going to get our wet buff off. We're going to try our absolute hardest. I'm going to try my hardest to get as deep as I can, and, like, just try and get as far as I can in my 6-hour time period. And then, again, I'm just going to try and practice on playing the game quickly, and I think this is going to be more than just one movie of doing this. I think I'm going to try and focus on something different every time, but this was just kind of my introduction to it. So I'm not really mad if this is how I do it. That being said, what I'm trying to do this time, kill Eikthyr as quickly as I can, go straight through the Black Forest as fast as I can, like literally campfires on Elder, maybe use a flint axe to kill it, like get through it fast. That's the goal for that. And then once we get to Swamp, I'm just going to try and make the Iron Mace no poison resistance mead, kind of like what I have been. And then we'll see if I get into the mountains and stuff. I know that that's the goal, obviously, is to do the first 5, but there's no guarantee that I'm going to be able to get there. So I'm going to wait my 20 seconds, and we'll get started. But it does look like, first off, we have water. Second off, we have some deer around us. So we may actually get a decent start here. Oh, that's a great start. All right, we got our hammer. We're going to have some core wood right off rip. I have a bee right next to me, which is great. And I think I'm going to try... I also have a deer right next to me. I got bees, deers. I got all sorts of stuff over here. Core wood. Now, it's not going to be a lot of core wood, but it's some. And then, if this deer cannot see me, I have an opportunity a couple trophies actually over here. There's a couple deer. And we got stones. Let's go. I want to see. Five core wood. How much do we need? 10, I think. That's half of it. If we find another structure like that, we good to go. All right, let's. I also got 20 flint to start, which is great because that's a spear and oh, actually, it might not be a spear in that. Oh shit! I don't have boar fragments yet. All right, we're just gonna have to deal with it. I haven't seen a boar yet at all, actually. We're gonna try and get this with this then. Oh no. What an odd situation. What the hell? Okay, I'm over to Ike. There is... What the heck? There's a Grey Dwarf nest in the meadows. This is actually in the meadows. What the heck? How does that happen? That's actually in the meadows. That was not in the patch notes, right? That may just be an insanely odd spawn. Anyways, I still haven't found a single boar. I'm all the way over to Ike. Ran through a giant open field. No boar. So I don't know what's happening with that. Oh, there's a boar. But that means that I can't make my spear, which means getting the trophies isn't easy. Oh, come on, dude. Yeah, I don't know. If I don't find more than just this boar, I'm gonna continue to... I could kill Ike there with my axe. I just don't... I don't have the trophies. I can't really get the trophies with my axe. I can, but it's not nearly as easy as it probably should be. As it would be with the spear. Oh yeah, 1 trophy with the axe. I hit a 1-star with the axe, but it... Oh, come on. No, get back here. Come on, turn around, turn around, turn around. Be dumb. Come back. Alright, well, still, again, still no boar. Been running around for actually a fat minute. We're over 10 minutes already, which, not good. But 1 trophy is actually not bad either. I can take 1 trophy. Alright, well, shoot, dude. Also, no spear just sucks. Like, having no spear, period, is just not good. It's terrible for me, actually, because I like to use that in every aspect that I can. Having a spear also helps you find boar because it makes a lot of noise when you throw it. But I mean, I can't really do anything. So I'm just gonna have to keep running. I mean, it may give me a bad start, but I think I've learned that the start is not nearly as important as it seems. So I may get my rested buff back here in a second if I can't find any, just because it'll also help me get deer. But I also, I mean, I only got 2 hides, so it may be a second. Didn't realize you only needed 2. Some people were probably like, what do you mean you only have 2 now? That's as much as you need. That's another thing. Figuring out how much different things take, or like having that just in my head, is going to also make me so much better at this. And that also just comes with practice. Like, knowing how much a spear takes, knowing how much, you know, knowing how much every single thing takes is going to make it so much easier. And I do know how much most things take, but I don't know, I don't have it super memorized yet for everything that I need. Where the hell did you come from? Oh, come on. No. Get back. Yes. Sniping it. Give me one. Give me one. Just make it a good run. Make it a good start. Nope. All right. We're going for 1 more deer. Maybe I can find the 1-star that I poked earlier. Oh my god, perfect. I'm gonna get the core wood that I need. Okay. That's gonna be interesting. So, this may make everything a lot slower at first. Like, it's gonna make my time to Ike look terrible. It's already not a good time. I just need to make a decision. It might get... Oh wait, I have 2 deer trophies? Where the fuck did I get the second one from? Oh my god, I killed a second deer. I didn't realize that I had that. Okay. Does this drop me enough core wood? Oh, it might not. It's only 1 structure. Oh my god. Alright, we only got 8. You know what? Never mind. I was gonna try and make a fine wood bow by knocking down trees. I still might try and do that, but I'm gonna go take care of Ike. It's almost nighttime. This is gonna be a rough one. This is going to be a rough one. Yeah, I killed a deer by the altar. I guess I didn't realize it. Or by the Forsaken altar, like by the summoner. I guess I had no clue to drop me a second trophy. I could have been done so much faster. Alright, well, mistakes get made. This is still only the third run. While I sit here and get my rested, though, I do think this is going to turn into, like, you know, if you guys like it, obviously. I think it'll turn into a series where I just do 3 runs. I learn something every time. Maybe I do 5 runs if the video's too short. Or maybe I do 1 run if the video's, you know, if you guys want to see more of each run. But just kind of slowly let you guys watch me get better. Kind of slowly learn about the game and how to speedrun. And make sure that you guys are here along for the entire journey. So maybe I'll try and focus on different parts every single time. Maybe I'll try and do one day where I just focus on the beginnings and trying to get, you know, beginnings quicker. And then I'll focus on a different day, I'll do something different. Let's see. Alright, down. Perfect. Fast Ike kill. Not like as far as time, but as far as getting it done, that wasn't too bad. Dude, I honestly, like... I mean, the starter fire damage is great, but, like, I don't need to kill it with fire. I could also just do it with the spear. I gotta think now, am I gonna try and get... I don't think I'm gonna try and get fine with the way I was saying. The reason being, I already know where there's a black forest at. Trolls seem to be extremely common in the new update, alongside the bears. And if I can just get a troll to walk over here, it'll be so much faster. I don't think I'm going to go back to altar either. I don't think I'm going to run... I just don't know that the buff is going to help me as much as I probably need it to. So I think we're just going to put this down. We may cook some food real quick. And then... yeah, we're just going to sleep and go straight to Black Forest. If I end up with something where I can come back and make it worthwhile, then I will, but... if I don't need to come back to altar, I guess I won't. Oh god, I don't know if this is really going to be part of the method or not, but I gotta try it. I hear a bear. I don't know if the bears are going to help the speedrunning strats at all. I can tell you, I really don't think they're going to. But, you know, I'm going to give it a chance because it's new stuff. And you know, you can kill them, so... oh, we got a dungeon right here, too. You know, if I can get the skeleton to kind of run around with me... dude, please don't go out into the water. It's not going to make any sense for either of us, my friend. Alright, this guy's almost dead. It's taking so long to kill this thing. Dude, like, I don't get why these things are so damn strong. Okay, down. Great. I think I have enough flint to make what I need to make. Oh god, that was just insane how difficult that is. Like, they are so strong. And they take me 4.5 minutes to kill. Like, that is insane. Oh god, I need more flint. How much do I have? 9. Give me, come on, game. Give me a flint. Give me a flint. Game, what are we doing here? Give me a damn flint. Alright, well, this is gonna be interesting. But yeah, it's so strong. It's so difficult to kill. I don't know how it's gonna play into this, but since I went ahead and took the time... did it only give me 4? Dude. They don't even give enough for 1 armor now? Are we doing that game? Tell me I didn't pick one up. Yep, alright. In every sense of the word... well, actually, okay. Actually, let's not say that. But yeah, fuck the bears. The bears are stupid as hell. Not even enough for 1 piece of armor? Do they really have a chance to drop? Like, maybe that... I'm not even gonna say that was bugged, though. Like, do they really only have a chance to drop 4? Do they have a chance to only drop 4? Because that's insane. Why the hell am I fighting that if it takes that long? The only thing that I can think is if I can get a buckler, it might be super easy to kill them. But, like, otherwise, I don't think that that will ever be worth doing. Man, this run is not going so hot. I mean, what is that? 3 cores, no elder location for almost this entire thing. And I think this is, yeah, that's the last part of the dungeon. Nice. That sucks a little bit. Oh, nope. Excuse me, sir. Dude, I don't know, I'm still a little upset about the bear. Did I get 1 paw and, like, 4 hide? Unless they have a chance to drop 4 to 6 hide. I'm gonna use the troll set. Fuck the bear set, dude. I don't know. That just made me, like, it made me hate it so much more than I already did. But, like I was saying earlier, you gotta adapt. You gotta adapt to the new updates and stuff, and it may be way harder to, you know, do a run after this last update. It may be way easier. It's just really hard to say. I do think that the Vile set, late game, if I am trying to just play it properly but fast, the Vile set may really be the way to go upon doing Yagluth, just because I really liked using it. And as a bunch of people said in my last video, I said there's no reason for the set to do slash, or to do blunt and pierce, I think is what it helps. When there's no blunt weapon in the plains, which, to be fair, there isn't a blunt weapon in the plains. But there is, you know, there does happen to be a Frostner, which I really didn't think about. A lot of people were like, what about the Frostner? Yeah, I did forget about the Frostner as far as a weapon goes. But yeah, this is nice. I'll get this guy mostly dead, and then we'll get some copper. Oh, that's just insane, though. I don't even know that I'm going to go for Finewood Bow. I don't think I want it and or need it. I'm not going to use it for any of the biomes, so I'm not going to grab it. I think I'm just going to try and run past everything. I'm going to fight a troll for armor, a couple of trolls for armor, and I'm going to say fuck everything else, run past everything else, and try and get to Elder quickly. Dude, I feel like this troll sucked at breaking copper. I don't even know how much he got for me. I don't think it was enough, though. I don't know if I make anything copper. I think I'm just gonna... What do I need copper for? I think we just... You know what? Maybe we're just gonna take a different approach today. I'm gonna try and play fast, but I don't know that I need any of this. I'm trying to think of what I need copper for. I don't really want it for anything. I guess I need... okay, I do need 6. I'll bring 6 around with me to make a forge. But that's probably about it. Also, I never got my extra flint. So, I cannot make my troll hide piece yet. My inventory is going to be very full, very fast. I think I'm just going to have to live with that. Let's go. 3rd troll down. A bit more of that stuff. Can't really carry any more of that. Actually, I'm going to have to split some of this off as it is. Alright. 15 troll hide. That's actually amazing. I can run with a decent amount of that and grab another flint. Oh, this run is like... This run is so polarizing for me because, like, I feel like I'm getting troll hide quick. I feel like I'm moving fast. But I also don't feel like anything else is happening as fast as it should be, you know? Like, I feel like I'm doing terribly, but also great. It's such a weird feeling. I mean, it's kind of the feeling that I get with doing these in general. But I think it's because I know where I want to be, and that it's not necessarily the most realistic expectation early into learning how to do this, so it is going to be what it is for a little bit. But I definitely want to keep this run. I know I gave myself the opportunity, if I died, you know, pre-Elder or really early into the playthrough, like 2 hours, that I could restart for this one. Which I honestly probably should have given myself on any of them, but, you know, I don't think I'm going to. Okay, alright, that's fun as hell. Perfect, alright. Slightly terrifying, yes. Elder location, also yes. 5 cores, Elder. Oh my god, it's so far away. Alright, we gotta get out there and keep going. That's everything I could have asked for in here. Perfect. Have a nice day, Ghost. Sorry for the inconvenience, and I know there's shit outside waiting here for me, so I just gotta... Yeah, 1-star bow. That's not what I want. Alright, that's gonna be a hell of a run. That's actually a decent pull. I was kind of hoping to have it dead at 40 minutes. You know, that was kind of the goal, but... What do I have? Till the first hour, I think, or 2... I don't even remember what I set my timers for. But, you know, it's gonna take me some time. But since it's so far out, the only thing that I can hope for is that it's decently close to, also, we're gonna drop that because I'm not gonna use it. I can just hope that it's decently close to a swamp that has bone mass in it. That's like, I mean, that's really my best bet at this point in time. The other thing that I need really badly is a piece of flint. I don't care where from. I don't care how I get it. I need one singular piece of flint so that I can make all my troll hide armor. And that will make me feel a lot more confident with where I'm going. Oh my god. Really? Well, that could be, if this doesn't go good, this could be the end right here. 20 Grey Dwarfs, a troll, and a 1-star bear. Oh my god, the game hates me that much. Look where the bear's pathing sucks and it can't figure out how to get over here, but... Oh my god, dude. What, is there another troll over here? Probably. Holy crap, I was trying to go to those buildings to get barrels that could drop, could drop me my flint. Holy shit, that's insane. Why does the game feel the need to do that? Alright, we're on the boat. Got my bear meat cooked up, got everything going, and I got a bunch of coal from breaking all of those barrels. I did not get enough flint to make my set, which actually could be a problem over here towards Elder. I may have to run around and look for meadows, but I just got to do what I can do. I got to do my best, and yeah, that's, but I got enough coal to smelt exactly this amount of copper, so I can carry that around with me. I'll need 4 more when it actually comes time to make the forge, but that's enough. And then I'm trying to think. I mean, iron-wise, I would need 22 iron to get a mace, because I'm gonna need 2 to make a stone cutter. Or I mean, I need 20 iron and an upgrade for the forge. So it doesn't really matter what the upgrade is, but the cheapest one is to make a stone cutter. Use 5 stone to make that, and then carry that around with you as well. Stone cutting wheel. Oh man. But we're leaving the island behind. So far, again, I feel like so many things are going so terribly, and so many things are going great. So, I feel like I'm moving slow, but this is actually not a terrible seed. And I'm also just getting used to the new update like everybody else, you know. It could really make this run not that good. And it could make this episode mean that I didn't get nearly as close to my goal as I wanted. But I think it sets a tone either way of how realistic is my goal in the first place. So... oh man, I just hope we get a decent thing that we need. I hope we get everything that we need. But this does look like a decent island that we're across from. It looks like we're about halfway there. So as long as it doesn't become night and we get a serpent on the way over, I think we should be okay. I just gotta try not to die in a stupid way. That's the thing I'm most worried about. If I die to a boss, if I die trying to get somewhere really fast, fine. But if I die to like getting off my boat to sleep again, I'm gonna lose my mind. Well, this could be a little nuts. If I could get enough for an Abyssal Razor, I forget how much it is, I think it's 20. If I get enough for an Abyssal Razor, I can absolutely rip through everything. But I don't know on 1x if I'm going to get enough with a antler pick to do this. I don't think I will, but I'm willing to try it because, you know, again, if I get that, like, I'm used to using that in the mountains. Like, I feel like I can absolutely rip. It's been a very long time since I've used a knife as my main weapon, but I'd be totally down to do it right now. Like, there's no better time than this to get this Abyssal Razor, and it's literally perfectly on my way. I have no reason not to. The only thing I'm a little worried is it could become night while I'm doing this, but I think this is worth. Oh man, if I can get an Abyssal Razor, man, that would be so good. If I get an Abyssal Razor and I'm wearing full troll hide, I feel like I'm going to be pretty well prepared for everything that I wanted to do. Again, I could die some stupid way, but I feel like that gives me a much better chance at doing what I want to do and getting kind of caught back up with the time I think I should have. Does the ladder just not work? Oh, that's great. Ladder. Oh my god. You need to click the ladder. 6 health. Holy shit. Oh my god, there's another one. That's perfect. Terrifying that I almost just died to that. Be way more careful this time. But I got 14. Also, I think I need fine wood for the handle, but I can also do that. It's also going to become night. I'm risking a serpent right now. I'm aware of that. Gotta do what I gotta do. I almost just died in the dumb way. I almost just let it happen. I don't know why I didn't think you had to click the ladder. Been playing other games where you don't. But man, that was kind of terrifying. Cannot let that happen again. Holy crap. Oh my god, that was insane. Alright. But if I can get this, I think this will be it. Like I said, I think you need fine wood for the handle of the Abyssal Razor. But I can get that from like furniture or something in one of the buildings. Oh, this might be luck. This might be luck, or it may be another sidetrack quest to get me killed. Not exactly sure. I just need to make it to land before it becomes too much of a problem. Oh my, nothing could have been more perfect than this. Okay. Meadows. Got 25 chitin. Perfect. I think we sleep, look for water. We'll pick up maybe one more flint if I can find water over here. Man, I really thought... Okay, maybe the chest. Maybe the chest in the buildings have flint. If I can find my piece of flint, I'll make all of the stuff that I need. I need a piece of fine wood as well, but I can carry the flint around with me once I get it. So, will not be that bad. I do need a little bit more wood for my bed. But yeah, that was... I mean, it was kind of scary at night doing that because, like I said, you know, my likelihood of serpent went up greatly, but went from 0 to possibility. We're all right. We're totally fine. It's been about an hour. One thing about this run that's different from the other ones, I know it's only happened once so far, but it's gonna happen more than that, which I know for a fact. And I will have to actually pause a few times during this one, which means that if I actually get a good time, there is no like actually submitting it. But I think my goal is growth and not submitting it. If I only did it every time, if I only tried to do a speedrun every time I had a full 6 hours to do it, I'd be getting significantly less progress towards it. So I feel like it's probably smarter for me to just do it this way. Also, it would save me a lot if I went ahead and smelted... Oh, this is a Draugr village. Yep. Never mind, have a nice day. It would save me a significant amount of time if I could... Wait, what the fuck was I gonna say? Oh yeah, sorry. Significant amount of weight if I could smelt the copper up. Oh my god, 12? Wait. Perfect? Actually perfect? Oh, we're gonna do this real fast. Boom. Boom. This is gonna be great. That's going there. Trousers. Tunic. Hood. Tunic. Trousers. Hood. Throw this. Oh man, do I just smelt the copper up real quick? I don't have any of the stone. Oh, well, I'm gonna let Elder get the stone for me. We don't need that extra 2, and then I cannot yet make... Yeah. Let's see, we're gonna throw that on the ground and that. I cannot yet make the Abyssal Razor because no fine wood, which is alright. Take this. And I think we're ready to rock. Let's go, baby. That's perfect. We got full troll hide right as we're rocking up to Elder. Literally nothing could be made better than that. That was exactly everything that I needed to happen in a row. That wasn't in my bingo card. Oh. Elder being another island out. Definitely not in the bingo card. Alright, let's actually hit the damn ladder, because I know how to do that now. Alright, let's go. We're ready. Oh, man, this is, like, we're getting far out here. If the other bosses are not in the same direction, it's gonna screw me pretty badly. But I do think that I may take the time after Elder, or depending on how Elder goes, to make an actual carve that I can run around with. I just don't know, like, islands like that where I run across it, I would have had to run back and get my carve and come around. I just don't know if that would have been worth it. I almost think rafting around is better. but it just depends. I mean, the amount of stuff that I'm gonna have to carry at some point is gonna get really heavy too. Well, maybe. I don't know. If I have the Abyssal Razor, it might not be bad. Because that'll take away 50 pounds. Because I'll have to carry this around. I mean, once I get the Iron Mace, I just have to carry around the stuff to fix it. Past that, I actually really don't know how I'm gonna do this, because, like, yeah, it's gonna be hard. Because, like, if I build a silver sword or something, that's one that's gonna take forever. Because I'm also gonna need to have the pickaxe. But two, like, I'm gonna need so much, like, repairing and upgrading, like, power to carry around with me that I don't know that it's really gonna happen like I need it to. It's gonna be quite difficult. Brother, what the hell is this? Plains and a 1-star bear on the edge of my elder. I mean, I knew rough seeds existed, but holy shit. Actually, no, somebody literally yesterday made a comment. If you see this, I saw it for, like, I'm thinking about it. Someone literally said, like, on my last video, man, or no, it wasn't on my last video, it was on my 250 days, but they were watching it, and they're like, sometimes Elder's just far away. Yes, it is. Today is one of those days that Elder's just stupidly far. But, I mean, oh, man, I really wish I could do anything with the plains. I just can't. Like, if that was a decent mountain biome, I could do it. Like, I could deal with that. I could use that to my advantage, but not that. Also, yeah, like I said, 1-star bear over here. I really hope it does not hear the Elder fight, because that would be a massive problem. I am going to say that the likelihood of me dying is a little high right now, and because of that, I'm going to give myself kind of like a little bit of grace and put my bed over here. Just make sure that, you know, I have some safety to me. And I did get a piece of fine wood from a piece of furniture, as well as I just found a wooden spear, which, if you didn't know, is not a weapon. That's the, I'm talking about, like, wooden spears in the sense of the new training dummy. I may have to do a video on how to find all those, because they seem to be in random different places around the map. I found the Atgear and I found the spear so far. Alright, that may not be the best spawn point ever, but actually, no, here's what we're gonna do. Got this, got that. Just in case something happens. Oh, I don't have... Yep, just in case I get stuck in there, because that's kind of a low ceiling. We're actually going to get the wood to make a hammer and throw it in there. No, it seems a little stupid, but it's actually a really possible thing. Alright, enjoy. Hopefully I don't end up there. And I'm trying to think. We got that. We got that. I got my troll hide armor. Oh shit, I don't really have campfires. That's a problem. I gotta stick around here and get campfires real quick. I didn't see that. Otherwise, we're ready to do Elder, and we're actually got here kind of early today. I'm happy about it, and we're far out on the map today as well. Alright, well, 6 campfires and a bit of wood be enough? No clue, but I got my rested. Get back and repair my stuff real quick. I think we are ready to go. Also, yeah, I won't do that yet, but I'm gonna... Oh wait, we need to actually repair it. I'm a little stupid with that. I do want to go ahead and smelt that stuff with this stone when I'm done. Smelt the copper up. It's on the ground right now, just because I couldn't carry it, but... Alright. Please don't break my bed. Holy crap, dude. That was an amazing start. Come on, buddy. Perfect. Ran out of wood a little early into the fight, but nothing wrong with that. At least it didn't get me killed. Swamp key. Don't need the elder head because I'm not going back to altar, I don't think. 10 stone, 20 stone. Where'd the rest of my damn stone go? Oh, 30. Boom. What should we need for this? Perfect. Don't think that could have gone much better than it did. No death on Elder. I actually felt way more confident with Elder today. So, you know, that was a good change. That's definitely gotten better from the first Elder fight. The first Elder fight was, I mean, it wasn't bad, but it was definitely not great compared to what I got going right now. We don't even need that. We need this. All right, let's go. Let's get our copper cooked up. And while I don't think I'll really use it yet, we'll have the forge pretty much ready. Let's go. Perfect. I don't know what more I could ask for there. Oh, get poked, buddy. Enjoy that. Let's see. Upgrade. 10 chitin. Can't carry that anymore. Can't carry that anymore. Oh my god, please stop. Just leave me alone. Let me grab that. Make sure we get our flint, and we're running now. Like that was everything I needed. We may actually be boating, it looks like, but I do want to try and run along the edge of this and see if I can find a swamp. There's got to be a swamp this far out. Honestly, really surprised I haven't seen one. There is a decent mountain here. We have plains here. If I could, I'd like to stay on this island if it's going to provide me what I need. But if it's not, you know, it's just going to kind of depend. I do... Oh man, do I run through this plains and try and make it across? Or do I just dip? I mean, where would I go? I can't, I don't even have a sense of direction yet. I'll run through the plains. Is it a bad idea? Yeah, I have a bed down though. It won't ruin my playthrough that badly. Plus cloudberries are always a great thing to run with. Or run for. Let's see what we can find out here. Alright, day 6 I think. We're gonna cross one plains. Then we got a bed down, we're going across another. It's gonna be dangerous, but I still not a single, like, we're this far out from altar, not a single, like, sign of swamp yet. Which is not good. Neither is that. Let's get away from that, actually. Also, most of these villages don't have bonfires, which means they don't have totems, so I can't even start working towards that. I will start working towards that if I see the opportunity to. If I find Yagluth location, I'm just gonna start going there, but... yeah, I don't know. I don't really got much else. Just gonna keep going. Just gonna keep doing what we're doing. Spear to defend ourselves, and knife to defend ourselves, and just keep pushing. I see a mountain this way. We're just gonna start going that way and hope that there's a swamp in between us and there. Okay, I don't even know what's happening over here. I don't know if that's a tar pit spawn or what. Game, what in the fucked up generation is this? I don't know, that's tar. Okay, odd. Mountain. Might not actually be bad. Oh, more tar. Alright, cool. Village, big village. Oh gosh, tell me the mountain has like a... Oh my god, let's not do that, dude. I just swam so far. Oh my god. Yeah, so if this mountain has like a cave or something, I mean, or even just like a modern location, that would be cool. That was terrifying. Holy shit. That was so scary. We got more... Is that meadows, dude? Oh my god, this is a confusing section of biomes. Meadows, that's like a Hilder type meadows out here. But it feels like, at least. Dude, we just gotta keep going though. Like this is insane. How far I'm out from Altar with... I mean, I'm happy I'm able to get out this far and keep myself alive, but... I'm in a dangerous spot. If I die out here, it's over. I know that. And that's scary, but, you know, a death would have impacted my time very poorly as it is, so kind of knew that from the beginning. I just don't know, like, I don't know. It's just a bunch of empty. Like, there's nothing out here. There's nothing, like, helpful out here, to me at least right now. Oh, swamp, never mind. All I gotta do is start talking shit on the game. Alright, that's nice. We got our swamp. I don't know if you guys can see it in the distance. This close to a plains. Actually, plains, mountain, swamp, that close is not bad. But it's probably not going to be where Bone Mass is at. Bone Mass is probably going to be closer to Altar than this. Which means that I'm going to have quite the journey back, most likely. Now, if Bone Mass is out this far, this might not be a bad swamp. If this is where Bone Mass is at, and we find that, I'd be really happy. That'll put us on track for a good time. I need to get another bed set up over here, though, to keep myself, like, not dead. And probably get my rested buff back before I get killed by something stupid. Bone Mass Stone. I see the light from it. Is jumping in there without a bed? It's not a good idea. None of the ideas I participate in are good ideas. No, seriously though, I probably should put a bed down, but I see the Bone Mass. We got a Bone Mass Stone in there. Which means if it's even, like, remotely over here, that we're going to be kind of set to go for it. We got a Swamp Crypt. Yeah, there's the Bone Mass Stone, dude. I may be able to jump up and touch that. If there's enough iron, like, we have everything. We have a lot of stuff that we need, dude. Yeah, if there's enough iron, this could be really, really good for us in these two Swamp Crypts. Holy shit, that's actually amazing. Alright, bed down, though. It was quite the task to get said bed down. The swamp is bigger than it looked, which gives me some hope. Holy crap. Alright, let's try... God, guys, leave me alone! Holy crap, these guys want me dead. Just want to try and build up there. That's all I want to try and do. Game. Is it that hard to let me place something? No, I got a bed now. I need to start fighting shit. Yeah, I'm gonna die. That's alright. I just got my bed down. I need to get my corpse run, kill all of that shit, and then get that Bone Mass Stone and go. Because I can do this. This is actually a really good setup for me to do some good stuff here. Just gotta play smart with my spawn point and stuff. But it's up on top of a Swamp Crypt, so it getting broken would be like a Wraith or a Wraith or an Abomination, and that's about it. But I mean, I need to actually get into that area up there. Alright, more north. What is that? That way? Sick. Let's go. Damn, that's like... Okay. I can't even... I don't even have time to react to it. We just gotta go. This is our swamp crypt. We need to get in here. We need to get our... Let's see, do I have... Yeah, I have no stuff for a campfire. We need to get in here, we need to get our rested buff. And we need to get our 22 iron, and just keep pushing. I don't really want to do anything else. I just want to sit here and get that done. I also need my 10 withered bones. I cannot forget about that. It's extremely important that we get everything that we need and keep everything in mind. This is a good run so far. I'm going to be so far out from altar. I'm going to have to spend so much time coming back, but it's okay. And honestly, who knows what I could find on the way there. We could find another plains, we could find Yagluth, we could find Mater, we could get killed. There's a million different things that could happen here. Holy shit. 19. I'm not even gonna cut that. 19 iron. Dude, that's amazing. Next room. Go in. Oh, there's nothing in there. Alright, cool. Well, we're gonna mine through a tiny bit right here. What do we need? Like 3 more iron. We'll get up on the roof of this place. We'll clear out the surrounding area, which may actually be a few deaths and a few minutes. We'll sleep. And then, yeah, we're ready to rock. We're ready to go. I mean, that's amazing. Literally the only thing that I could see myself slowing down with is maybe, right, just maybe, I have thought about making the axe, the iron axe, to get stuff, you know, to be able to get, like, fine wood and ancient bark and all that, but I honestly don't know that it's worth it. I think I'll do just fine with what I got. Alright, 23 iron. We go out there and get some wood to build kind of like a platform and a little base. And also to get some charcoal. Which, actually, I can't break these, can I? Nope. Could hinder me. Lightly hinder me. But all I really need it for is smelter and the forge. So, and I actually should still have some up on top of this place. I just didn't get to I can also go pick up that other workbench. I need to just be smart about what I'm using. Make sure I don't use it stupidly. Kind of clear this area out of these guys. Shit. All right. First iron going in. Biggest problem still wood. It's not a ginormous problem, but it's definitely not easy to get it out here without being able to break the normal trees. And even then, I don't know that it would be that easy to get wood. But we made it through the night, so a nice sleep in. Oh, we got our forge up. I'm just trying to get it, like, covered so I can actually look into it. And then I'm gonna just spend the rest of my time getting wood. Getting the stuff for a boat, because I still need 40 wood for a boat. Or 20 wood for a boat. And then should be everything. I'm trying to think of how much more I need. Yeah, we need a lot more wood. We're gonna need like 27 more wood, I think, minimum. Plus 27, we need 31 more wood. So we're gonna need to wait for all of that to turn into charcoal, and then we need to, yeah, it's gonna be a hell of a process. Oh man. Okay, this could be really good. I just got my stone cutter down. About to make the sharpening stone. We'll be able, I think I have enough extra wood to, I don't know if it's extra, but I have enough wood right now to put up my sharpening stone thing. Yeah, that, we don't need that. I need to get 28 or 32 more coal. Got 25 going. Yeah, I have enough wood now. It might not be extra, actually. Oh, wait, no, it's fine. We got this. Boom, boom, boom. Perfect. Don't need the stone cutter anymore. Bring this up. Luckily for me, this is a fairly light one to carry and only takes wood aside from the side resource that I need. There we go. Forge level 2. Mace. There we go. 20. Exactly what I needed. Also, looking at this, I don't think Bone Mass would ever be on the same island. Actually, no. I didn't realize how far out I was zoomed. But, like, it may not... I may get a lot of running time in and not too much sailing time, which would be really nice. I'm going to spend I mean, I'm going to try and do literally everything I can right now. I'm trying to cook up food. Remember, this is going to be my first time doing bone mass without... I mean, actually, I tried this during the modded series, but I was terrible at it. This is going to be my first time trying bone mass without a poison mead. Now, there is a strat of dying on purpose to let the bone mass fight go by quicker, or to do it a lot faster. And I may let that happen, because if you die, you pick up your body, you have corpse run, you can smack through the poison. And there's a strategy of setting up your bodies in corpse run. So, like, you set up a bunch of them on the ground, you just die over and over and over, and then you just keep picking those up throughout the fight and go through bone mass as fast as you can. It's something that I would not be against doing. But I mean, it takes the same amount of time to respawn, and you don't know how many deaths you need. So my thought process is just fight bone mass, you know, the way that I'm planning to. If I die, then I pick my stuff up and fight through the corpse run, and then just keep going. That way, I mean, I don't have to die any unnecessary times, and it's going to take the same amount of time to die every time and to respawn every time. I just need to make sure that my bed is in a good spot to get back, but not in a spot where it's in danger. That's the only thing I need to make sure of. Oh, if the game's going to let me sleep right now, it's going to make everything go by so much faster. Come on. Bang. Yes! Oh my god, that means... Oh, that's such a beautiful sound to hear. Alright, that means we got time skip through everything except for 6 iron. Oh, that's beautiful. Alright. Break this. We shouldn't have to sleep again. Get down here and get the rest of this stuff going. Perfect, perfect, perfect. 16 iron ingots. I need to make sure... Yeah, I got the leather scraps that I need. For the handle, do I need more leather scraps in general? I need 3. This might be a problem. Need 3 and 6. Ooh, that's bad. That may mean that I'm fucking swimming. No, I can go get some. Oh, I can get some while I'm actually here. I'm gonna do that. Let's go on our forge. I'm gonna try and get some more leather scraps while we're down inside of here. Alright. Beautiful. We're gonna try and get this. Try and get as many leather scraps as I can. I don't know if this is gonna give me the amount that I need, but I'm definitely willing to try. Holy shit, why is there stuff now in here? Where did that shit come from? Alright, that's cool. That was not in there before. I mean, I cleared that, got the iron out of it, so you tell me where that came from. Alright, that was cool. Well, I'm going to try and get my leather scraps in there, and also try and get my damn body back, because that was not what I was ready for at all. Oh, guys, I'm being dumb. I forgot about withered bones. I literally said I cannot forget about withered bones. And what did I forget about? Withered bones. Look, oh, okay, these have a good opportunity to draw me some. I don't even need arrows. Withered bones? Nope. None? Okay, 2, that's good. 4 out of our 10. Not great though. Okay, keep going. Yeah, that's one of the things I forgot about. I mean, I'm in here trying to get leather scraps, and I have an opportunity to get more just running more towards bone mass, but that's gonna take a second, man. That's not what I was ready for. Leather scrap, let's go. We have a couple more swamp crypts that I can see in the distance. I'll definitely get everything cleaned up here and then just kind of run with everything, kind of bring it all with me, but yeah, withered bones was... I said don't forget, and I forgot, so it happens, I guess. So, fun fact, I had to take a little break. Now, you actually are not allowed to do that during speedruns, but I haven't even restarted the timer yet. I have the timer on my phone. I obviously also have the timer in the video. We're going to pause as soon as we get in, just so I can explain this. So, that means that this video cannot be actually submitted as a speedrun, just so you guys know, in case anybody wants to try this or anything like that. From the rules, if you are doing a, if you are doing any type of speedrun, it has to be one recording, one video, or one stream, something like that. And then, on top of that, you have to have no breaks, unless you're doing Mistlands or Ashlands, in which I think you're allowed one break that can be no more than 2 hours long, something like that, something weird. But I had a feeling that this one's not getting submitted. Even if I do get the 6 hours, it's okay, I'm fine not submitting it, because if I get it once, that means I can do it again. And especially if it's only my 3rd try. That being said, obviously, you know, gotta do real life things sometimes, so it's about midnight. Now nobody should bother me for the last 4 hours of this, and I should be able to go on. But I gotta kind of get back in the mood and stuff of where I was at. But let's restart the timer. So sync this one up with my timer that I can see. Kaboom. Now, as far as where we're at, just a real little refresher for, I mean, obviously you guys haven't been gone for 10 hours, so we got bone mass. A real little refresher for me. This is like our little setup right now. We have 16 iron. All right. I gotta get back to it. And it's actually already time to make the mace. I also forgot I was panicking over leather scraps and withered bones, which is going to be an entire fun thing to deal with. All right. But let's look at this. So we have this now. I'm actually going to keep this for death skeetos. All right. And we have 6. I got to figure out how to pick everything back up and take it with me. I don't think I need these last 2 iron. Okay, let's see. I don't need stone. I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't even think I need the deer hide, honestly. I'm going to keep it just in case I do. Let's see. Forge is going to be probably the heaviest thing. That's enough for that. And we also have this. Quite heavy. And what? We got this. The way we can pick up both of those, right? No, we cannot. We shouldn't need that stuff again for a fat minute, so I'm fine with that. Alright. Let's grab... Oh, we need our flint. Yeah. Oh, please. Do I get to carry my flint? I have to drop that. Oh my god. Please pick up. Stop. Pick up this. Drop that. Alright, that's what we can carry. Time to go. We need withered bones. My bed is down. It's going to be hard for me to get that forge set up and stuff back up just because I'm going to have a bunch of extra wood and stuff that I don't have. But I deal with it. Also, any of this stuff that's outside the swamp crypts, I'm not even going to deal with. Just run right by. I don't have time anymore. We're at... Oh, abomination. Cool, cool. 2 hours, 13 minutes. Honestly, I'm on a really good track to meet the time that I want to meet. And I'm... Actually, I'm way ahead. What did I set? No, I set bone mass at 3 hours. So I'm like right on track. Maybe even a little slow, honestly. But I think if I can do it the way I was talking about doing it with no poison resistance meat, I think I do have a good chance at doing it here. This is such a pain. My pickaxe just broke with like 9 bones. Unless there's one in this room that I missed. Oh, dude, that sucks so bad. Alright, that's fine. I mean, I'll be able to get it. I just wish that wasn't how. Oh, crap. Okay, the question is there going to be a swamp crypt? Oh, wait, I didn't go. I don't know if I went over here. No, I did. Alright, yeah. Question is, will there be a swamp crypt over by bone mass? If there will, I'd be better to just run. I think I'm going to. I think we're just going to run, dude. I mean, there's got to be a withered bone somewhere up there. Oh, as bad of an idea as this might be. Let's go. Okay, we will actually have to break it this time if we get over there. I have no pickaxe right now. If I think it's going to be another island, I will actually have to break it this time, which is going to be a bit of a pain. But it's possible, and it's good. I'm honestly vibing with what I got right now. And again, dude, even if I die right now, my ability and what I've learned to get to places quicker, I already feel pretty happy with the outcome of the episode. Obviously, like I said, this one's not getting submitted, and neither are the other 2, obviously, because they weren't completed. But that doesn't really mean anything, because I didn't... I mean, it means I don't get the exact goal I was aiming for of getting a time on the top 10, but it's alright. I'm okay to make this a series. I'm okay to make this a journey. This is significantly more rewarding if it takes me a lot more tries. So, and also, it gives you guys more stuff to watch, so I'm not bothered by that. I just gotta hope I make it across this, you know, journey safely. And also, that mountain, it doesn't look like a modern mountain, but I'm not discounting it. It could be. Like, up there on that left side could be. I don't think I'm ever gonna get the pull that I got last episode with guessing modder, though, so I'm not even gonna try. But we'll get over here. I assume it'll probably be plains, because that's just what it has been. I need to get probably a bed down just to be safe. I don't want to screw this run on something dumb. Make sure I don't land on too stupid of an area and just start running over, because I'm not short on time, but you know, if I could get going a little quicker, I wouldn't be that upset. The only thing I will say, if I find 2 abominations and a way to kill them, I will make some part of the root harness set just to make sure that I can have some poison resistance. And also because it might help keep me alive from death mosquitoes and other stuff. Okay, I wasn't going to take the time to do it, but I had to build a structure anyways. So I went ahead and just built it. Got a bed down. Let's go. I wasn't going to do it because I like not wasting resources in the name of going quicker, but if I die and lose my run, I'm just not good enough to be relying on myself like that yet. Not quite. That being said, we are in a decent sized plains again. I do need to be looking out for Yagluth stones. Rocks, formations, anything like that. Oh shit. And those. Those are also very dangerous to my health. Perfect though. Alright, let's keep going. A little scared. I kind of hate it because it's raining and it's almost dark, which means a campfire is going to be a pain. But if I could get out of the plains, I'd be a lot less scared of setting up camp for the night. I just really don't want to do camp here in the plains. I also really don't want to be here at night. So, anything that I can do to stay away from nighttime plains would be perfect. Alright, edge of this island, on to the next one. Got daytime. I should have just left my crafting bench down. Boom. Boom. This is why we pick it up. Alright, kind of hard not to get wet here. Alright. Getting wet, it's fine. Yep, it's fine. Let's go. Oh my god, wind. Dude, the game loves me right now. Oh no, don't flick the wind around. Don't be a pain. Don't do it. Please don't do it. Game. 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 Alright. That's fine. Actually, we need to go this way a little bit. Okay. Like, get down over by this mountain. Whew, another plains run. For the first time in a speedrun, I saw a vial, which was not that cool, actually. Kind of scary. Again, if I talked about this a lot. For a while, I thought they were going to let the vial be like troll armor is, or like bear armor is. One where you can, like, make it without having to have any other external resource. Like, you can make the bear armor with just a bear. Make the troll armor. Just a troll. Same with Abomination. All that stuff. I thought you'd be able to do that. You can't. If you could, it would have been really overpowered. I understand why they didn't, but I was really thinking that they were going to let that happen, and I was kind of happy for it. Oh, man. Alright. We don't need this. Still need one more withered bone. I cannot forget about that. Oh, man. Okay. Extra resin, I don't need one, but to build a torch to keep a bear away, I might do. Alright, that's fine. I don't even see the swamp yet. I feel like it's not really wanting to load in that great. But that does tell me that bone mass will likely be on the edge of it, which is nice for us. We just need one swamp crypt around it, please. That's all I need. And honestly, okay, now looking at this mountain, up between those two peaks right above my sail, that could be a modder spot right there. Same as could be like right there. So, you know what? I'm actually kind of hopeful. Modder is normally not this far out, but that's normally the closest one. There might be one this far out on this side of the map. And if there is that close to bone mass, it would set me up really, really well. We're here. We're going to try and find a swamp crypt as close to bone mass as we can. One withered bone out of that would be great. Anything else? Don't really care about. So, and I mean, obviously I should be able to get that one withered bone from an entire swamp. If I can't, oh, there we go, right there. Swamp crypt. Perfect. I could have said if I can't, I mean, it's my fault for being lazy, but no one else to blame. But that would really suck to have a way to end it. Also, like I said, I thought I was going to get a serpent there towards the end. It was storming a hell of a lot for being out on that little raft, and I was kind of scared because my boat was already low health from me smacking it. Alright, let's go down there and grab this. I want to build my bed as close to bone mass as I safely can. Just because it could be a dangerous journey. Oh my god, withered bone. We got it, we got it, we got it. Alright, bed set up. Let's fucking go, dude. Oh my god, that's amazing. Now I just gotta try and pull out my skill here. Oh, we're at 235 on bone mass, dude. That feels so good compared to, like, what, 5.5 hours on the first run? And not even reaching it on the second run? To be fair, on the second run, I was on track to do okay, but... Okay. Literally, the only thing I have to do that I saw someone do this, saw someone do the fight like this. Keep a decent... Go in for a nice little hit combo on bone mass. Go for... Just keep your distance a little bit. He goes to throw up poison, you just clear the area, let him come to you, keep going. The other biggest thing is blobs. You need to make sure to take care of them quickly before they become a problem. Like, as soon as they land, you're whacking them. If he spawns like 3 or 4, that you just got unlucky. Sorry. You're screwed. Let's go right here. Might have just seen a wraith up there. They do be spawning like that sometimes. Bone mass is right here. Honestly... Oh, this is going to seem so dumb. Oh, shit. Just whacked my microphone as well. This is going to seem so dumb, but I actually think it might be safer to put the bed up on top. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I think the bed going up on top would probably be the smartest thing. The reason I say that, he can't really hit up here. Now, he could throw stuff up here, and it could land up here, but I feel like the swamp crypt is not quite tall enough for me to feel like it's safe. Obviously, it's going to get targeted a bit, but... Oh, God, this is going to be sketchy. I don't know if I like this, dude. I just got to, though. The other thing is that I'm... Oh, I didn't even think about this. Is could my mace break? Now, I don't think because of how weak bone mass is to it that it will break, but it's always the possibility. Need a little bit more wood here, actually. We don't. Should be able to place just like this. Alright, boom. Perfect. We need to have... Oh yeah, we need way more wood. Crap. Alright, we'll grab some wood real quick. And then... Oh my god, dude, I just can't believe we're here this early. I just hope it actually goes well this time. That's the only thing I can really hope for. If I knew how to build the speedrunning structures like I talked about, then maybe I'd be going a lot quicker here. But like I said, if I can do this, if I can do the bone mass fight quickly, imagine how much quicker I could do it if I had the regular stuff. You know, if I knew the strats. Imagine how much better I'd be knowing both of them. Just kind of having this situational awareness to pick one. Getting options in speedrunning is not really something you get a lot, I don't feel like. Alright, that's it. I just gotta go. Trying to sleep in the swamp is one of the most infuriating things I've ever had to, like, witness, dude. It's so bad. Oh my god, I can't do it. Like, the leeches and the water, and it's just... It's such a problem. Alright. Are we not gonna get rested? Oh, I'm not in shelter. There we go. Oh, let me guess. There's something nearby. Dude, I've been going through this cycle. I've died. Obviously, I died. I've been going through the cycle for like 10 minutes just trying to get my character to go to sleep. Honestly, would have been just worth starting it at this point. Oh my god. Actually nuts. Also, I kind of wish I would have just left something in my dead body so I had a corpse run set up. Alright. Done. Comes nighttime. Oh well. Let's go. Bed gets broken, that's the run. Really hope that doesn't happen. Also, I don't have that much food or anything, so like I gotta do a good run here. His first come up out of the ground is gonna be really important here. Okay, see? That's all we need to do. That's all we need to do. Throw something. I'll just demolish them as soon as they go. Yep. Blobs, blobs. Perfect. Get him to come around. Okay, that's a little close, but I can get away from that faster than I thought I could. It's actually, like, he doesn't do it as quick as I thought he would. Come on, toss it. Poison cloud. Oh shit. Poison. Alright, that's fine. Get the blob down, get the blob out of here, and then just get damage down because I don't have any other choice. Yep, that's fine. That's just what's gotta happen. I got poisoned by the blob. How will my respawn go? Not sure. I don't have my rested buff, but I will have Well, my corpse run, which I think is quicker running and stuff, or, you know, better running stam. So, I'm just gonna have to take what I can get here. Not having the rested sucks. Getting the dodge stam back is one of the best things ever. Stuff is... where? Gotta wait for the poison cloud to disappear. That's fine. We got 40 seconds of poison resistance, pretty much. Okay, now we need to get out of it. Dude, I mean, we got him well under half like this. This isn't actually that bad. I mean, last time I tried this, I had about 10 FPS, so I'm actually not that mad about it. Like, but like, I'm pretty happy with the outcome of this. I didn't think I was gonna be able to do it this well. So, that's a good feeling. I mean, the one blob mistake is fine. It also keeps throwing stuff in a spot where it can't spawn them. And he's also stuck in a pattern of walking around it, which gives me the time to deal with a lot of these. So, I mean, as long as I watch out for that poison thing, yeah, it kind of sucks because I don't have my rested buff, so I cannot do nearly as much damage as quickly as I was doing damage. And he does do a lot of the throwing up. And see, now my shit goes even slower. That's not good. I think we do have a fire to fight next to. Oh, it doesn't. I broke it. Yeah. And it's just gonna suck. My stamina regen's gonna be so slow for a little bit. But I'm just gonna have to stick with it. Stay a little consistent here. And hope I can account for that. You know, hope I can account for that stamina problem when dealing with everything else. Definitely getting whacked by that. Yep. Honestly, my best bet here. I don't think it's gonna be possible. Does it stay up there? Kinda. Just to get as close to my bed as I can. That was nice. We're not even at 3 hours yet. This is good. Ooh, grabbing that body back might be a little bit of a pain. It's nighttime, but then also, you know, the corpse run. I'm not mad. I'm doing better than I was. I'm almost actually hitting my goal for the day, which is crazy to me. Well, that's a pain in the ass. Yeah, you suck for that, bud. Oh, we're out of blueberries, man. Oh my god, there's also a blob up. Well, you know what? At least he didn't. I'm gonna be honest. Watching this, I don't even know if he throws skeletons anymore. But I'm just gonna try and deal with the spawns here while I got my corpse run on. Get as much damage in as I can. He's like well under half now. The cold, wet, and no rested is absolutely screwing me. Also, we got a wraith, I think. Nope. Okay, that stuff is absolutely screwing me on every front. But actually the poison, the thing that I was most worried about, has not been that bad so far. And I can now like kind of mark this off as a viable strat for me to use from now on. Mistimed hit. Mistimed hit. It's not been that long since the last one, but he's low. We also had spawns down that time, which was, you know, not good. Would have rathered, would have rather die with no spawns down than with all of them walking everywhere. Dang it, dude. It is hurting my time a little bit, but like, I mean, I'm not that angry about it. I feel like for me trying this for the first time, I know it was supposed to be a learned episode, but pretty much completely unlearned from what I wanted to like do. I feel like this is going great. I haven't practiced this, hadn't really tried it yet other than one modded series that was a complete failure of a try, and you know what? I'm pretty happy with the outcome of this strategy. It's very possible. I don't even know if I'll make Poison Mead to do Bone Mass outside of a modded series ever again, because you really don't need it. Like, of course it's nice to just sit there and whack him through it, and the blobs and stuff. But like, this is Tier 1 Trollhide, Tier 1 Iron Mace, and it's still not that bad of a fight. Bone Mass, in my opinion, is probably one of the easiest fights in Valheim, if you are at all even remotely prepared for it, and if you've done it before. Because there we go, baby. We'll pick it up just to have the damn trophy. Perfect. don't even know where the trophy went. There. I will not make the same mistake as I did the other day. I will grab that. And I am going to try and sleep here. I know it was causing me a pain, but if I can get my stand back, I can sleep here real quick. Holy shit, we have a trader. What do I do with that? I don't even really know. I do not want that off my map. I don't really know what I do with that. Is there anything I can do with trader? I could go buy a hat from him. We'd both be happy. No, I don't know. I don't think I can do anything with him, but that's cool that I found him. I think I say, like, I said the, like, last run, like, you know, like, oh, I could never get that lucky, but honestly, like, you're running a lot more in this, a lot faster than you would in a normal run. Come on, game. While we're walking over there, I'm going to talk about this. I don't know what to do with mountain at all. Like, I have no way. I'm more confident in doing the plains than I am the mountains. And this is where the bosses, I mean, even Bone Mass is kind of where it starts, but, like, the bosses start to get really spread out. And, like, like, the chances of things having to happen, right? How lucky you have to get goes up significantly. So, you know, I am a little worried. As happy as I am with this run, like, if the run ended here, we just did up to Bone Mass today, totally fine. Still got 3 hours, though. I just don't know what I'm going to do for 3 hours in the mountains. Like, my goal is to at least kill Mater in the next 3 hours. That would be really cool. That would get me, like, really close to my goal. And even if I can get into plains, I have no way of even fathoming how I'm going to kill Yagluth. But if I can get into plains, maybe I can try. I just don't know, though. Like, I don't know anything about really this last part because I haven't gotten to it. This is, like, my first practice run of these 2 parts. That being said, obviously I know it's going to be cold. Obviously I know that's going to be the main challenge. More of a challenge than the wolves or anything else. I also have to figure out, am I going to make the sword? Am I going to make something else? Because if I am, what do I need to carry with me? Like, I think you need like a tier 3 or 4 to make the silver sword. Probably a tier 3 if I had to guess. So I guess if I need a tier 3, what can I carry? I mean, nothing. I can't carry anything that's that fucking heavy. But oh, and there's no silver upgrade. If I really find silver, I get enough silver to do it, which I'd also need the pickaxe, so probably not happening. Then, yeah, but if I'm not gonna get silver, how am I gonna beat? This is the thing that I'm in. Like, this is the type of thing where I'm supposed to be making these decisions beforehand. I didn't make this decision beforehand, really, because like, in my mind, I need silver to beat Mater. I know that there's a bonfire strat. I don't think I'm capable of doing so. Maybe. Oh shit! What am I gonna do? Is Iron Mace good enough? Is Abyssal Razor good enough? I don't think Abyssal Razor is actually that far off. I think it might do about half of what I need it to, but I think I attack fast as hell. Also, I mean, 55 is higher than the Abyssal Razor, so maybe I'd be doing like 75% of a normal Mater fight. I'll definitely die more times, but I have a fair amount more experience doing Mater with nothing. Okay, you know what? We'll say this. The first goal, we're going to try and get the Fenris set. I don't know how, or like, you know, what I'm doing with that. Like, we're just going to have to run around with campfires and look for them, you know. We'll put a bed down here real quick. We're gonna have to just run around with campfires and look till we find something. Look till we find one of the caves, and we're gonna try and get the Fenris set. If we can get the Fenris set, that'll allow me to run around the mountains a lot freer and make much better decisions. To be fully honest, if I really, really wanted to try and make the silver sword, which I'm debating, it would require a pickaxe and a bunch of time. I would just go back down to that swamp that I was just at and try and do it from this mountain. I just don't know if it's going to be that possible. I'm trying to think, like, I don't know. Or that worth it. 40 silver and then 20, so 60 silver. I mean, if I found one node, that's 60 silver, and I'd have a little bit of iron left over, but I'd have to establish a base here for quite a while. You know what? I'll say this. If I can find Mater fairly quickly, and I'm on track to hit that 4.5 mark, I will go ahead and try my hardest to get the sword built and done That way I have a better chance at killing both Martyr and Yagluth. I feel like that's a fair thing to say. Outside of that, Yagluth with no fire like resistance on, is that going to be a problem? Of course, it'll be a problem. But I think my best way of dealing with that is a full Fenris set. More expensive? More difficult than what I'm already doing? Yeah, but possible. Just workbench. So, I think that's going to be our 2 goals right now. Also, I'm realizing I have no bow. So, like, Drakes may be a massive problem. Alright, new spawn point. First wolf dead. Oh, you motherfucker. Oh, that's so bad for me. What do I even do about that? Not even necessarily sure. I mean, I want to get up there and put another bed down. Up to that next roof, but really I think a rock golem is my only bet. I'm gonna wait for him to try and shoot me. Oh. Didn't even get to. Alrighty. Set my spawn up here. Oh, please don't do it. That's my workbench. Holy shit, he does a lot of damage. I need to not let that happen, like, quickly. I'll have corpse run, though. I just run. I just pick up my bed and run, I think. Maybe not pick up my bed. Maybe that's a bad idea. I actually want you guys to be here for this. Here goes the try back up the mountain. My rested buff back as well. There is a wooden battle axe in the chest down there. So I honestly think I'm going to do a video about how to find all the wooden weapons. Just because, like... I mean, I don't know. Add it to the completionist roster of stuff you can do, I guess. Not really that useful, but some people may actually want that. If people are finding ways to use that training dummy, you definitely would want all of the items, not just the sword. I don't know why they didn't make all of them craftable, but like I said, another completionist thing isn't the worst thing I've ever seen in the game. I do have 2 corpse run chains now. I'm actually going to drop one of these in case I don't get another one. Alright, let's go. Also, Drake got wrecked by a stone golem. So I don't have to worry about that as much. And looks like I have enough now down here. Oh, is that enough? Yes. It might not be enough to get a ceiling down, but I can get down here and we can put down a bed down here. Time to show you guys my current corpse run chain. It's actually kind of insane. So I've been trying to get beds down in different places. As soon as I get my body, something's chasing me, something's fighting. So I just dip, pick it up, go to another place. Which is actually really not good for me because it means that I don't ever get a bed down. Which means I've been running extremely far in between these, which is not good. Now, luckily luckily or unluckily, you can take it how you'd like to take it. I have a decent amount of experience corpse run chaining on the mountains specifically. So it is what it is. I'm kind of used to it at this point. I've done it a lot of times. It's a pain in the ass every time. And that's just normally how it is. It takes a long time. It's terrible for, like, this, what I'm doing right now. But, you know, it's just how it is. The goal is to set up this one, and then I'll grab the one back where I was just at. The other goal is to not aggro anything, and to keep note of where everything's at. And then, so my body's up in that, up there. So if I die, like, right here... Okay, there's a wolf now at my body. That's nice of it. I can pick it up. I can run back over. On the other one, I had a campfire and half of a bed set up when a wolf broke my campfire and I froze to death. Not very nice of him. However, if I can get back over there, pick up a little bit of wood, presumably, because that's what got me killed, was not having enough wood, and do everything else that I need to do, I should be pretty much ready to go. The only thing that I really wish I could do right now was place or sleep. Yeah, place a roof so I could sleep. That kind of sucks. So that's insane. I trapped the wolf in there with me, which means it's now not coming out. You know what else that means? I'm not building a bed here. There's too many drakes. Yes, that means I'm running another corpse run deeper. It's stupid. It's probably gonna end me. It's probably gonna be the end of it. But it's just, it's what I gotta do. And honestly, I'm kind of like circling back towards my other bodies at this point, meaning that if I do need to get this one back, it shouldn't be that bad. I also don't know that I have stone for this one. That's a cave. That's a cave. I don't have enough for a bed, so I'm just gonna have to do the cave good. My only option is to do it good, do it right. Oh my god, please give me the Fenrir's coat. I know I need some wolf pelt for it. I can deal with that here in a second. Oh my god, I'm in the fucking cave. Alright, this will be the corpse run where I try my absolute hardest to get my actual body back. I've been setting up a couple. Actually, I think I only have one set up right now in a chain. I should be close enough to get my other one back. That being said, I found another cave down here. So I have two now. I just need to take the time and be smart and, you know, get my bed made up there. This would not have taken me nearly as much time if I was just smarter about my bed. Which is, you know, knowledge for next time. But also kind of knowledge that I already had. So, just gonna try not to let my run go to waste because of it. Oh, this is difficult though. I mean, surviving in the mountains without anything is one of the most difficult tasks, dude. It's so much harder than surviving in the plains with nothing. Or even like the Mistlands. Like literally the mountains and the I don't even know. The mountains might be worse. The Ashlands does not have a passive killer like this. The Ashlands is bad to be running through naked, but like, because everything one-shots you. But like here, like the bats pretty much almost one-shot you, and so does everything else. So it's like, I don't know that this is gonna be far enough, which is really bad actually. But yeah, it's, you know, it's difficult. This is not good. There's a reason why this is not good. This is gonna go completely to waste, this corpse run actually. 13, Oh my god. Alright, it is the morning of I don't even know what day. It was snowing all night, which was not good, but we're at 4 hours now. Now I did say, you know, if I'm still corpse run chaining at 4 hours, well, then I may have to give it a rest. I'm not going to though. I want to keep going. Am I enjoying myself right now? Absolutely not. But I still have a feeling in my heart that this is possible. Not possible to, you know, get my time, but I can at least get through Modder into Plains today. I know I can. It's just, and I may, you know, I still got time left. I still got 2 hours left to do that. But this is hurting my soul. And my bed did almost get broken last night, and it's actually very low health. So I actually do need to be really careful over here, because, yeah, right now my bed's not in a good position. If I have another nighttime where I can't sleep, it's gonna be a problem, because skeletons keep spawning on that damn building and breaking my bed. Or at least, like, trying to break my bed. I'm gonna sit in here, I'm gonna get my health back up. I'm gonna... Oh shit, what is seeing me? Alright. Get in here, get my health back up, go grab my body. Get the wood that I had on my body, we'll set up a bed up here. We can actually run this cave, but... Man, this has been, like, over an hour, I guess around an hour of corpse running at this point. And, cannot say it is my favorite part of Valheim. Oh my god, we have a bed. Bed, we got some corpse run. We ain't got no food. None. At all. I have a freaking bed. Oh my god. I don't even care how many times I die in here now. Like I do. Don't care nearly as many times as I would have cared about how much I die in here though. Because it doesn't matter nearly as much. And now if I die, I can like just come back down here, grab a corpse run, and honestly fight better. I think I'll definitely take this. And honestly, I may be able to get wood from the inside of this cave as it is. I don't remember what I need for any of this. I'm gonna need more wolf pelt is all I know. But I might need a better workbench as well. I'm just happy to see that I finally have some freedom to run around up here and not just always be dead. Oh, that's not good. We've died so many times, but I just don't even care. Oh, shit. That's actually probably good, because it can't go back now, but... Damn, I'm actually strong as hell with this knife, too. I stopped putting my armor on because it was just breaking. So, you know, why need it? Okay. Yep, there's another one. Yeah, it's a very strong maybe. It might be enough Fenris hair for for one of the coats. It's not. We do have that other cave. I think once I get the Fenris coat, it's gonna flow a lot smoother, and I honestly might prioritize that a lot earlier in the run next time. Alongside that, a Finewood bow really would have helped. So, is it worth the time? I don't know. I do think it really depends if it's worth the time or not on, like, yeah, if it's worth the time of making, based on trolls, where you get them, how close to the meadows you get them, how close to the meadows you have bosses, all sorts of stuff like that. But it's definitely, I don't think, worth the time to roll them around in the beginning. If you didn't need the core wood on top, which I guess isn't that hard, I don't know. Sometimes it's just the combination of that early stuff that just doesn't feel worth it. But at the same time, you think of how many hours I've been in here, and it's like, maybe that 10 minutes would have been worth it to make the couple hours easier and more focusable. So I'll have to think about it between this time and next time. But for right now, I'm obviously not going to spend the time to build it, because I can't. So we're just going to keep trying to clear this and try and get our Fenris stuff. Oh my god, I think we're going to get enough here. I know I can knock down the top for more, but I was just looking on Google, and I have enough for the coat. Holy crap, dude. Out of here. Let's go. Now, I do still need... I need 5 wolf pelt. I do not have. So, we're going to need to do that real quick. And moderate location's still a whole thing. After I get the coat... Actually, maybe even before I get the coat. Yeah, maybe before I get the coat. We're going to go traverse back down the mountain and go down and just, like, chill out for a sec and make some food and hang out down there for a second, kind of get everything repaired, kind of get myself fixed back up. It'd be cool to get some of the wolf pelt on the way down. I just don't know that that's going to be really possible. So, alright. Well, we got our 20 Fenris here. Still got our bed up here. And we can dip down as far as we can. So this could be a problem. Yet another night, which, yes, is not good. And I said I couldn't have that happen. But it's happening. That Fenring, that Fenring could break my bed so easily. There's also so many wolves. I'll be quite mad if I die right now, just because I'm in such a good position to get back down the mountain and go, like, re-prepare myself. Not obviously now, but I will be. Just based on what I've set up. Oh my god, but the night's not it for me. Oh my god, skeleton. Do something for me, friend. He didn't do much. Yeah, I don't know, there's not like a lot that I can do here. I mean, I'm getting oh my god. Golem. That's crazy that you target me out of all this bullshit, you skeleton. Okay, that's fine. All of you fight him. I know where that body's at now. Problem is, I don't know what that body had on it. But I need the wolf pipe pelt anyways. That might have actually just saved me. I just need to make sure my bed doesn't get broken here. If my bed gets broken, I'm so screwed. I'm fine corpse training it down the mountain to get back down. And if that was enough wolf pelt, I'm definitely fine with it, because I'll now have enough to build the entire Fenris coat. Not the entire set, but just the coat. Coat will keep me warm. That is exactly what I need, and then I can just free run the mountains during the day. I still need to have food and stuff and be careful, but being able to free run during the day is going to keep me so much more sane than I currently am. I can't believe that just happened. Please, oh my god. Why? Why did that just happen, dude? God dang it! I was just trying to get wood. At least it's daytime. Oh, I can't believe I just did that, dude. That's actually insane. Oh my god. Why did that just... Oh. Guys, that might have been it. Not for the speedrun, just for my brain. Like, that might have been the string. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. Oh my god, that made me so angry on so many different levels. Alright. Corpse run back down. Hopefully it won't be that bad. Oh my god, I cannot believe that just happened. The only thing that I can hope is that maybe I find a wolf pelt on the way down. Okay. Good news. Corpse run. Only had to use one. I got down with literally 1 health, but I only had to use 1. That was good. Take that as a win. And then... Now we have to still build the camp, but also we got plenty of wolf hide on the way back down to build our what we needed. Holy crap, dude, that was just stupid. I cannot believe I fell off the copper node to my death. Also, now that I have this built, I can get my flint axe back. Holy crap, dude. Alright, here's the move though. I'm actually just gonna do this with you guys here, I think. Grab a tiny bit more wood. Clear out the inventory a little bit. Obviously, we'll cook up food. I don't really have that much food, but we got a spear. We can go get some. That is one of the things that I wish I had found a serpent for. Obviously, me fighting a serpent wouldn't have gone great, but, you know, having a serpent might not have done me that badly. I'm also considering, now that I'm at this point in the playthrough, do I just leave my stuff here and try and build a portal? No, I can't really get, yeah, I can't really get what I need for that. Also, I know I need wood, but just bear with me for a second because I really don't want to have that happen again. Okay, there we go. Spawn point set. Perfect. Oh my god, that was so bad. But like, I do feel like I should utilize portals next time. I was thinking about it, and I'm like, yeah, it's so dumb to carry around 20 fine wood, so 40 pounds, for the purpose of going back to sleep and repair your tools, because you can get wood anywhere and do that. But I do kind of see it now, because once I get to this point, right, and this is like only about halfway through, you know, if you were doing a full speed run, so it's, I mean, it's not too far gone to do something new. You can put this down and put a mead fermenter down and actually start running like fire resistance and frost resistance meads early into the game, which is not something that I can do right now. So giving you kind of a home point, and once you have, like, you know, once you have the upgraded forge, having that back at base, you know, makes it a little bit easier. That being said, we are finally running this. Oh my gosh, don't need that. Nice as it would be. I do have a Mistlands over by me. I'm really trying to think if there's anything that I need from that, anything that I need from this. Like this, we need that. Chitin. Alright. Here's the plan. We've got this now. We're going to run back up. Oops. Run back up to here. We're going to Oh, wait, no. I'm going to cook food first. Sorry. I'm stupid. At some point, we are going to go back up there, reset our spawn up there, and then we're going to run, do a check of the mountain real quick for all of Modder. And then... I'm sorry. Can you cook wolf meat on this now? When the fuck did that change? I'm not complaining. Don't remember it being like that, though. I know it definitely was not like that. Tell me if I'm wrong, but that definitely was not like that. Anyways, we can go up there. We can look for Modder. We can go through that other cave. Set our spawn points. We can carry some stuff for some more beds, I think. Is that actually... That has cooked wolf meat. Why? When did they add that? Beautiful. I'll take it. Damn. That's actually great food. You know what? We got some more great food right over here. Take this as well. We'll cook all this up before we go back up. But if this mountain doesn't have Modder, we're actually going back down probably to... Where was the last place that... I mean, I may just have to look for a new mountain. I don't know. I'm just going to have to, like, run around, look around, try and find a new mountain. Because whatever I can do to find a new mountain is what I got to do. I may have to go back to some other islands. I may have to find a new island. I'm not really sure yet. Either way, we need to get a boat and we need to get going as soon as we realize that this one doesn't have Modder on it or that it doesn't have a location. If we do get a location, obviously we'll head towards it, but I think if we get a location, it's going to be pretty far away. Oh my god, we got a Modder location stone. I'm getting absolutely bullied right now. But you know what I don't have to worry about? Terrible stam regen. I mean, I don't have rested, but I got this. Oh my god, is that? No, that's... Oh my god, perfect, dude. Yes, fight each other. Just fight each other. Oh my god, we got modder location, dude. I'm actually, like, amazed right now. We're only at 442. I feel okay with that. I don't know how the fight's gonna go. But if I can get over there, get it summoned, and then figure out I can't kill it, then that's fine. Oh my god, it's so far south. Well, what else are you gonna do? Actually, in this case, I might have something else to do. Let's maybe... Oh. Trying to think. Do we go see if I can get that abomination upset? And see if I get it to break some finewood trees for me? Because that may be worth the time. But, hey, while Modder wasn't... Like, while the guess of where Modder wasn't right, I'll take the location. Like I said, if we can get there, get it summoned, you know, participate in the fight, maybe we do kill it, maybe we don't kill it, and we do all that before the 6-hour mark, I'm going to feel a great amount of improvement in the 3 runs that I've had. And this is not a good seed. This is a terrible seed. Compared to what I had earlier, like, I am in no way able to do anything like I did the first run. Like, the first one had such good spawns. This one has terrible spawns. The second one had even better luck, honestly, with some of the bosses and stuff. And so, like, I'm fairly happy with how I feel like my ability to do this has gotten, how my ability to speedrun has changed. Obviously, like I said, it's gonna change a lot over time, and it's still not great, but I'm happy with where it's at right now. I'm happy with how much it's improved just in this episode. In here, let's go. Alright. He just, one star feeling just killed me, thought he was gonna break the bed. I am having a small struggle right now. I do not have enough boarhide for a raft. A couple ways to fix that, none of them are safe. Well, actually, that's not true. The one that I'm thinking may have to happen definitely isn't safe because it's plains related. That being said, I do kind of want to run around this plains a little bit. Honestly, I might be able to get back without the raft. I mean, obviously, I know I'll need it at some point, but if I didn't need it right now, that'd be cool. Well, back to running. But yes, I do not have my raft. I'd used all of the boarhide on making the Fenrir's coat. Which honestly kind of makes you a little sad now because, well, I mean, I'll need it for the fight, I guess, but I didn't really need it for what I was just doing, and holy crap, do we have a long trip back. These so badly. But yeah, that could actually be a major problem if I can't find a meadows over here. I have chosen the not very safe way of doing this. I have decided that the way I'm going to get boarhide is from a fueling village. With trollhide on. Obviously, I don't just have trollhide on now. Got some other armor, but that does not make the fueling village that much safer to me. I guess I did survive a spear shot from a fueling, so maybe it's a little safer than it was, but... Oh, fuck. Oh my god. That's... No! Oh my god, really? That sucks so bad. Does not protect me from that, unfortunately. There's boarhide over there now. I got it to break its tanning racks. There is definitely boarhide that I can go grab. But I was right. That was definitely the dangerous way to do that. Dang it. Deer hide acquired. Let's get the hell out of here. Oh shit. Oh shit. Not good. Not good at all. Fuck, that was my flint. I mean to drop all of it. We have to come back for that. We have to circle back around for that flint. I didn't know if I was going to be saying it or not, but I think we're about to be back on the water. Holy crap. What an adventure it's been on this island, dude. What an insane amount of time I've spent on this island. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, we're at 5 hours, dude. I ran and corpse ran for so long. But it happens. And I'm not happy about it, but obviously, you know, like I said, mountains is my first time in the mountains. We got our Fenris piece. At this point in the first run, we still didn't even have Bone Mass killed. So, like, we've got Bone Mass dead. We got first 3 bosses dead. Got some cooked up wolf meat. Got a whole, like, thing coming around with us. A whole, like, crafting station, sleeping station area coming around with us. We are on our way to Modder. Definitely can tell you guys we're not killing the Agloth this episode, but you know what? I think we have a fair chance of getting Modder summoned. If I kill it, it's going to be so many deaths and right up to the 6-hour mark. And I mean that. Like, I may have to stay in a few more minutes just to make sure I get Modder killed, but that's okay. I feel like if I do that, I will still be pleased with myself. I mean, even if not, I'm very happy with this episode, or like this speedrun. I'm very happy with the episode in general, too. I feel like I've actually learned a decent amount from just playing it a few times. I can't imagine if I practiced this every day, like did one run a day for a year or something like that, how much better I'd get, but yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm just going to be kind of alone with my thoughts on the boat for a while, which, as you guys know, my thoughts are very loud. Well, I just made landfall for the night, and it is not looking pretty. Holy crap. Off the boat to sleep again. Don't tell me this is how it ends. For the second one in a row. Oh my god. As long as there's not mosquitoes, I'm gonna take these guys over here. I was honestly gonna think about coming over here anyways. Come on, feelings. Good job for you guys. I hear way too much shit. Holy crap, dude. I just can't with that. I was thinking about going over there anyways, just to see if I could, like, find a couple totems. I know it doesn't seem like I'd need them, right? Because I don't. But I feel like I should still play this and treat this like it's a full speed run. Oh, don't fucking break my boat, please. You bitch. Oh my god. No. No. Oh, these fucking bears. They fucked me at the beginning of that one. They fucked me at the end of that one. At 5 hours and 14 minutes. That pretty much puts us down. I mean, yeah. I don't think, yeah, those aren't connected in any way. So, that sucks. That unbelievably sucks. Honestly, at this point, if I was actually really going to go for it, I'd probably go back to here and hope I found a Missile Razor on the way there. But yeah, that's it. All right. Well, that was fun. I learned a lot. Obviously, I'm going to go recap everything from all 3 runs and all of that. Post-editing and stuff. Kind of go over what happened, what I learned from it. But I'm not happy with the ending, but I'm happy with the run, if that makes sense. And that was truly how I felt. I mean, yes, everything went so good for that run, but to see it end the exact same way, just getting off my boat to sleep in fear of a serpent, did more damage to me than a serpent did in any of these runs combined, sadly. But that's alright. I actually do feel pretty good. I felt like, you know, at the beginning, I felt like, you know, there was a chance that I had a 6-hour run, which is a little bit delusional, but better to be positively delusional than the other way around, so I'm alright with that. But, I don't know, I was really happy with the last run. I'm going to go over all my times here in just a second, but I'm going to go over the third run by itself real quick. The third run by itself, I felt like I did a much better job of just moving. Like, everything was with me, I was just going, and I felt like I used the stuff that I learned from the first 2 pretty well. That being said, the mountain wasted almost 2 hours of just trying to corpse run myself back up to my bed, which seems insane, and it felt insane to be doing, but that's just the situation that I was put in, and I was willing to do it to try and do my best to get my stuff back, and to try and continue the run as best I could, because I just didn't really like the way that, you know, the other ones had felt. I didn't want to feel like I had just quit on it, because especially the first one, I kind of just gave up towards the end, mostly because I had no goal. Like, I was nowhere near getting to the next goal, but that didn't mean I should necessarily give up, and so I wanted to keep going as hard as I could, even if it just meant finding Modder, because that was a much bigger milestone than not finding it at all, even if it took me forever. That being said, I do have so many questions and need to do so much more research on what the end of a speedrun looks like. I think I have the first 3 bosses down fine. I think if if that's how they stayed, I mean, I got it literally within my timer. I wanted to kill Bone Mass within 3 hours, Elder within 2, 1.5 or 2, and then Ike within 10. Now, I don't know that I got the Ike there one, but that's fine, because, you know, those minutes don't really matter that much once you get deeper into the game, and I felt like I got pretty close to my early goals. But like I said, that last little bit is going to need, I'm going to need so much more, like, so much more research, so much more practice into those last 2 biomes, and how to do them, how to, like, go about them, and how to, like, keep my senses. The other thing that I really noticed, especially when editing, is, and I'm sure, like, you guys notice it more because you're watching too, that's kind of the way that I feel right now, is I'm passively watching it rather than playing it, is that I'm noticing so much more than I did when I was playing. In this third run, there was a time that I ran past a swamp as I was complaining about not being able to find one. So, like, situational awareness is something that will just come with practice as I get better at doing this and as I get more comfortable with going quickly. That being said, let's go over each run, what happened, what was the best part about it, what did I learn from it, what can you guys take away from it, and then also what were my times on all of the bosses, or for the, like, entire day today, what was, like, the best times that I got, and then, you know, what am I going to take to next episode if you guys enjoy this. Obviously, there's so much to say about each run. I mean, there were so many different things that I learned, so many different things that I experienced, and so many things that even I didn't talk about during the video. Not because it wasn't important enough, but because it simply just, there were so many different things going on. That being said, I learned a lot of things that I feel like may even impact my regular Valheim gameplay, and anything like that that you guys see up and coming as I start to, like, do more series and stuff. You guys may start to see some of the tips and tricks from speedrunning inside of it, and I feel like that's really good. Because even if you guys tell me that you hate me doing speedrunning and I'm the worst at it and you never want to see it on the channel again, it still made me better at the game, which is still a positive. So, let's go over the times specifically for each boss in each run. Now, not surprisingly to me, and I'll explain why in a second, the first run actually had the fastest Eikthyr kill. The first run was 12:17, second run was 15:54, and the third run was 16:15, meaning that I did the first run with the first boss was 12 minutes, 4 minutes quicker, so like 20% faster than the last run. But that was because I had less preparation for it, and because that was the only one that I was confident in that run. The other 2 runs, I was actively trying to prepare for the other stuff in the run as I was getting ready for it. So that does not surprise me. From there, we have the second boss, obviously Elder, and obviously we can't go past Bone Mass because we didn't kill any of it today. But for Elder, we're looking at just pretty much a constant improvement. The first one we improved by 7 minutes from 131 to 124 is for like an hour 31 and an hour 24. And then we saw another 8-minute improvement down to an hour 16 on the third run. So literally a very consistent gain on that one. And then, you know, the first run that we did with Bone Mass, we finished it in 5 hours and about 2 minutes. And then the second one, we finished it in about 2:56, just under 3 hours. And also, I know the timer for the third one was messed up a little bit from when I paused. I apologize about that, but it was easier for me to just tell you guys that it was going to be slightly messed up, because it would have been an absolute nightmare to fix in editing. So I'll try and keep the timer a little bit more consistent next time. That being said, I mean, did I get my 6-hour time? No, I didn't even get to see the fourth boss. But like I said, that end game, that like end of speedrun is something that I'll do research on, like I said, if you guys do want to see it again. And I'm happy with the improvement. I wasn't that happy with the first run, but once I saw how this was going to go and I realized how much I had to improve, how much different things I had to learn, and how different speedrunning truly was than regular Valheim, I was pretty happy with just, you know, being able to learn and figure it out and get better at it. And seeing the improvement of every boss except for the first one across all of the runs is really nice to look at. So we'll do more if you guys want it. We won't if you don't. If you guys have tips for me, tricks for me, ways to do the boss like methods, ways to do the bosses without the methods, weapons to use, anything like that, please let me know in the comments. As I always say in every video, you guys make me so much better at this game, more than I would ever do by myself, so I really appreciate it. Let me know what you guys think of speedrunning as a whole, and what you guys think of me trying it out. As I mentioned at the beginning, I am currently trying to make it to 10,000 subscribers, so if you could help me get there, that would mean a lot to me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do truly hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.